introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much. Still, Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
Fitz? I don't trust him. He's...
We were, I believe, ready. We were ready to finally go and meet the professor. Ooh, this is the secret garden, isn't it? Ah, Poppy's room. That makes more sense for it being adjacent to the secret garden opposite Fitz's room.
It's an octopus.
No, it's not. It has 6 legs, not 8. Don't say it.
Sextopus.
I thought she was going to call him a nerd.
Oh, thank goodness, there are 7 lit candles.
Yeah, with no one watching. Love that.
Wouldn't want it to be dark in here. Sheet music, presumably for piano.
It's only a few notes. I'd barely even call that music.
Yeah, it's been framed though. Must be important for some reason.
It's upside down, is it not? The sheet music has been framed and is decorated with delicate, old-fashioned illustrations. Roses! It's upside down.
A big glass door leads out into a garden. Somehow.
There's a little mechanism by the handle.
Gonna be the same as Fitz's, isn't it? Yep, it's Fitz's. Do they need to match each other's? Like, does Fitz's moons need to be where her suns are and vice versa? Should we do a little doodle in case that's the answer and we can try when we next go over? Get your notebooks and pencils ready. I've got my neighbour Totoro pencil. Totoro. And we got... Ah, look, our last notes are to do with strange horticulture. Okay, let's draw a little grid. And it's how many rows? 1, 2. It's 4 by 4. And so there's nothing under this moon, is there? No. So the sun is third on the top, third on the third, and then second and fourth on the bottom. And I'll write Poppy next to it so we don't forget whose door that is. Okay, so if that's the answer, we've got it noted down. It might not be. It might be something completely different, but, you know.
I guess we'll come back later.
Yes, we will. Look, the roses again, the red petals.
A single red rose. How very traditional.
Yeah, weird.
Do we think that the whole Fitz and Poppy are an item is too easy an answer? Because they've made it so obvious? Like, I'm questioning it.
Oh, thank goodness. Wouldn't want it to be dark.
It's a metronome for keeping time.
Oh.
It's ticking. Is it a bomb?
It's supposed to be ticking.
It's stuck.
Not sure what those symbols are, though.
Use the buttons to rotate all 4 metronome dials up to the hoop at the top. So when I clicked on that one, it jumped over. Oh, I'm perceiving. But so now we've created this shape and got it up there. What now? Anyway, let's look at the square. What does it want us to do with the square? The square also needs to have a Y in it. No, yeah, I know. I just broke those two up and I wasn't supposed to. You just had to hit the first button. That's okay. We can fix it still. Okay, all 4 metronome dials are now in the hoop at the top. Is that not what it wanted?
That's done it.
Oh, that is what it wanted.
Neat.
I was just playing with the, the buttons, trying to make the shapes.
What happened?
A little hatch unlocked in the back.
Anything in there?
Mm-hmm. It's a photograph. Part of a photograph.
Part of the ripped photograph. A young girl with blonde hair and pink clothes. The girl in the photo is using a bright pink cassette player with matching headphones. The rest of the photo shows Fifi and Freya. It was hidden in Freya's room. Do we think this is Poppy? Before Poppy was in her goth era? Yeah, that's when they were like small teenagers or children. I was trying to drag the two of them together, but you can't. She used to be blonde and she used to be into the colour pink. The biggest secret of the game.
Anything in the wardrobe?
Dresses mostly. I never realized there are so many shades of black.
A lamp. It is most definitely turned off.
I wonder why the photo's ripped though. Is it just because she's embarrassed that she used to be like more feminine, cutesy, traditional?
Just a bunch of clothes on the floor. Nothing weird about that.
To you.
Or did they have a big falling out?
That is the bed of a vampire.
I thought vampires slept in coffins.
This is a vampire who needs firm support for their lower back.
More handwritten sheet music.
And that eye symbol.
Ah, yes, a giant symbol drawn in chalk on the floor. Always a good omen.
It's an eye.
Anything in the drawers?
Nothing you need to know about.
Oh. Well.
Various handmade posters.
What do you think those symbols mean?
Hopefully, nothing.
How do you even get drapes on the ceiling like that?
That's the real mystery. Empty.
Okay, I think we're good in here for... Oh wait, what a boy up there?
Gloomy.
But roomy.
Okay, I think we're good in here for now. I would like to test our theory before we go up to the top room. We will meet the professor eventually.
It's locked, but it leads outside.
I thought we were halfway up a tower.
We are.
What's that thing by the handle?
Okay, so we're going to put his sun symbols where Poppy's moon symbols were. Which was here. And then we're going to draw a grid to copy his. Because even if this isn't the answer, they're obviously connected in some way. Not the Microsoft notification. Windows 10 support has ended. I don't give a shit. I'm not upgrading to 11. You'll fight me outside about this, Microsoft. Just you wait until I figure out how other operating systems work. Okay, so he's got second on the top, then third, second again, third again.
It made a noise.
I guess that was right.
Yes. Yes, we did it, besties. For people who are definitely not having an affair, having matching secret lock codes.
And the door's still locked.
Oh,
I still feel like we made some sort of progress.
gosh darn it. But it didn't do that last time. Okay, maybe we are missing some sort of step. It made a noise. Maybe
A
that's
big
like
glass
part
door
1.
Leads out into
There's a little mech.
Maybe there's a second part to the puzzle. We're gonna do this.
something happened.
That must be it. Finally, it's open.
So Fitz's opens Poppy's.
Whatever's on the other side better be worth it.
So Fitz's opens Poppy's, but Poppy's only partially opens Fitz's? What's that about? Hey, it's Boggy.
It's another little statue, doing a really bad job of hiding in the bushes.
He's playing a lute this time.
He's also wearing headphones.
Well, they're not part of the statue. And they're not headphones. They're earmuffs.
Maybe someone thought he was going to get cold. Maybe they can only open when they're both right. Oh, true. Maybe that is it.
It's a rose bush, growing on a little patch of bluish soil. Apart from a couple of loose petals on one side, the whole thing looks very well cared for.
So this is where the petals attached to that threatening note come
The
from.
roses are bright red, too.
Now, aren't roses normally that color?
Exactly. That's one big dragonfly.
Or one very small dragon?
Giant stone frog. Love it.
Ah, he's got his tongue out like he's catching snowflakes.
Except those aren't snowflakes. They're feathers.
Her birds. Penny's birds have been coming up here.
There's something about those petals we found in Penny's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Later. I'm not done.
More egg statues.
I don't get it. Why eggs?
Well, either they have some special significance, or the sculptor was just really lazy.
What do you mean?
An egg has got to be the easiest shape to make.
Oh yeah, so do you reckon it was just a case of they both need to match? That makes sense. We can try. We can test it.
A little pond.
It looks really, really deep, for some reason. See those metal bars around the edges, too?
Oh yeah. What do you suppose they're for?
Nothing anymore. Looks like somebody broke them and then never bothered to fix it.
It looks like it used to be a drain more than a cute pond in the middle of a tower on a tree. It is gorgeous. I can see, if they are having an affair, I can see why they'd have an affair here. If you're gonna have an affair anywhere.
Trees. On a roof.
In a garden.
In a garden. On a roof. Stone pillars. Or what's left of them.
It's so relaxing. I might just stay here.
How shall I go finish the investigation on my own?
That'd be great.
Oh good. A bridge. I'm glad to know there's a way to get across that tiny, tiny pond.
Not all bridges are about getting across stuff.
Trees.
In a garden.
In a garden.
It's so relaxing. I might just stay here.
How shall Stairs up to Fitz's room.
Why, though? So there are two doors into the garden, right? One from the fellow side and one from the pointer side. But they weren't built at the same level. Just seems kinda sloppy.
It's the door into Fitz's room.
One of only two ways to get into the garden.
Oh yeah. The door into Poppy's room.
So only Poppy and Fitz can get into the garden?
I guess so.
Okay, I think we've investigated here. Let's go try Fitz's door again.
The door's unlocked. Finally.
Yes, you are correct. So they have to match each other. So it's like a mutual consent thingy of, who can go out there. Fabulous. I like it. We need to go and speak to you about some petals we found. Hi, Diva.
Yeah, we found this.
Oh, that's nothing.
You wrote, "Now I'll get her," on a piece of paper and hid it in your room. That's not nothing.
Actually, it's not the message I wanted to ask about. It's those red flower petals.
The petals.
They're from red roses, and there's only one place in Tangle Tower with red roses.
We need a clue. Something that shows the roses and who they belong to.
Freya's drawings. Is it not?
It's a drawing of Fitz and Poppy in the rooftop garden. See what Fitz is holding?
I can't imagine what you're getting at, but it doesn't matter. I couldn't have taken anything from the rooftop garden. It's only accessible from Fitz's room or Poppy's room. How could I have taken something from a garden to which I have no access?
Is it really only accessible from those 2 bedrooms?
For most people, it would be. But don't forget, Penny's the resident ornithologist.
My dears, what are you accusing me of?
Ooh. One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz. Steal evidence from them? No, to steal petals.
One of Penny's birds was used to spy on Poppy and Fitz and steal evidence from them. We know those 2 have been spending time together in the rooftop garden. I'm guessing you got paranoid. Wanted to know what they were up to.
I'm just not the jealous type. I would never suspect Fitz of anything like that. Besides, Tabitha hardly ever leaves her cage. She's certainly never flown up to the rooftop garden.
We need a clue to compare with Penny's birds. Something to prove one of them has been in the rooftop garden. Let's take a closer look at these.
Oh, what's the connection? We're missing a bird. Also, this yellow and green feather matches that one, right? This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow birds when it visited the rooftop garden.
This yellow feather was left behind by Penny's yellow bird when it visited the rooftop garden.
I can't stand it! Knowing the 2 of them are hidden away up there in their private little garden. I couldn't risk spying on them myself, so I asked dear Tabitha to do it for me. I knew she'd be able to bring me back some evidence.
Sorry, Penny, but are you not overreacting a little?
You don't understand. Fitz is slipping away from me. He's so quiet with me these days, but being with Poppy seems to bring him out of his shell. I don't know what he sees in her miserable little... I apologize. This really isn't your burden to bear.
Yeah, we're being a bit like... We've kind of taken sides, and we don't really have any basis for taking sides. Because if you remember last time as well, when we asked Penny about Poppy, and she was like, yeah, Poppy's a snake and a liar and you shouldn't listen to her. And we were like, okay, that's a bit out of pocket. And then she was like, okay, but Poppy started it. And we never really found out if that's true or where that's come from. But it very much does so seem like we've taken Poppy's side when we don't have... I don't think we've been given sufficient reason to think that Penny is, like, excessively paranoid or mean. I don't know, I'm a little bit like... We seem to be coming down really hard on Penny when she might have a valid concern, which is that her fiancé her fiance is no longer talking to her. She already feels very distant from him and like they don't have a lot in common as it is. And her fiance now has a secret garden with a matching lock combo with another woman. And whilst they're in that garden, he's teaching her how to grow red roses. And like, I can kind of get why she might be like, I'm a bit worried. I'm not saying the solution was to spy on him with a bird. I'm pretty sure the solution is to go and talk to him and let him know that you're feeling insecure and upset and that you wish you had a better connection with him and can you spend more time together. But this is a detective game and I don't think that's going to be something they do. Yeah, like, I quite like Penny. I don't think she's being out of pocket. I don't appreciate the detectives being like, are you not overreacting? Bitch, you don't know if she's overreacting or not. Anyway. I'm just saying, I like both Penny and Poppy. And I do think it's probably innocent and that Fitz and Poppy are just friends who both like to garden. And this probably all could be resolved by Fitz and Penny having a conversation. But yeah, I don't think we should be being mean to Penny. That doesn't feel professional. Anyway. You!
You know, I've always wanted one of those.
A mechanical solar system? What would you do with it?
I would look at it.
By the way, Mononoke has joined us fully. She's on my lap now. Oh,
Wait a minute.
hello. What is this?
Earth in the middle, sun on the outside. How old is this thing?
Rotate the 5 planets, the sun and the moon, around the middle. What? Is this a lack of Oxford comma problem? Rotate the 5 planets, the sun, and the moon around the middle. Oh, I understand. I'm seeing. This is another visual puzzle. I think we need to line up. Oh god, this is going to be an absolute pain in the posterior. Do you think that empty space in the map is a secret room? Yes, absolutely. Oh my god. Oh my good lords. Doesn't want to stay where I put it, that's interesting. You need to move. You're causing problems, Miss Ma'am. Is it not you that makes... Is it this pink planet that can do this one? How do we get... On this left, I'm trying to start with the smallest and work my way outwards. It's geocentric. Help! So, is it this... I don't think it's this pink one. Is it the purple one? No. Is it this one? Ah, yes, it could be you. Okay, okay, okay. Aha! We're doing it! We're maybe doing it! We're doing it! We did it!
No, that was it.
Yippee!
Did you hear that? Something unlocked.
There's a little hatch underneath? What's in
A
there?
bunch of paper. Looks like somebody's research.
Into bugs! The bug books. Golden Beetle. The golden beetle, named for its exoskeleton composed of a mineral approximately 90% identical to gold, has a lifespan of several years. It fends off predators with a loud hiss, records of over 95 decibels, and by being completely undigestible. This misted has a somewhat spurious reputation for causing ill fortune to those that see it. Ooh. Just smart there, then. Thank you! Sorry for sniffling also, guys. I've still got flu remnants.
It's tidier than my desk. Oh, the notebook is untouched. It's completely blank.
So, even the most well-used notebooks start off blank.
It's tidier than my desk. Oh,
So, even the most well-used notebook
a picture frame.
with no picture.
He doesn't use this desk. If there's a blank notebook, it's completely tidy, and there's a picture frame that's been put up but nothing put in it. This isn't his desk.
It's full of tea, but it's gone cold.
Criminal.
The beautiful is this a bad time to say that I have seen Practical Magic, but I don't remember? I remember enjoying it. I don't remember what happened in it. I should watch it again, really. Bell jar?
The bell jar. It's empty.
What do people normally keep in bell jars?
Other than bells, you mean?
Like mystical flowers and stuff.
A Spyglass to the Stars. Volumes 1 to 12.
They're in very good condition.
Very good condition, like they've never been used.
There's something kinda disappointing about this room. I just expected a bit more from an astronomy tower.
Oh, does it not compare to all the other astronomy towers you've been to?
Yeah, so either this isn't his real research room, or he's only recently got into astronomy.
Trinkets.
They're clearly gizmos. What is it?
It's clearly some kind of large device.
You're not wrong.
No one but me cares about it. Not the beetle that condemns a husband to death. I mean, everyone's got to have a purpose in life, including that beetle.
Trinkets.
They're clearly gizmos.
Let's at least introduce ourselves before touching his telescope.
Ladies, do you introduce yourself before you touch his
Always a good
telescope?
roll.
Shh, listen. Do you hear them? The stars. They're whispering.
Why is your hat
so
a roof?
Quiet, and yet
Why is your hair a hat
so
roof?
loud.
What are they whispering about? Are they spreading rumors about us?
I shouldn't think they concern themselves with such insignificance. We are but specks of dust, you and I.
Mm-hmm. Could this speck of dust start by telling me his name?
You find yourself standing in the astronomy tower of one Professor Percival Pointer.
Seems like this tower belongs to the Pointers, and the other one belongs to the Fellows.
Well observed, my dear. Tangle Tower is something of a duality, as it happens. Meaningless boundaries, really. They exist only in our minds.
Helpful.
Quit.
Me? Not much to say. Strictly speaking, I'm the current head of the Pointer family. And, of course, father to my precious Poppy.
And a professional astronomer?
Oh, no, that's just a little hobby. I mean, yes, I've studied the stars for over 35 years, published 17 books.
Just a little hobby.
Sounds like you're quite well known. You must bring in a good amount of money.
Oh, dear me, no. My field of research has never yielded any kind of stable financial return, nor would I expect it to. I am nothing but a humble interpreter for the cosmos, working to translate its message so that I may share it with the world.
Cool. Tell the cosmos I say hi.
The day began as any other, with blissful, unremarkable routine. I took my usual morning walk around the gardens. Fresh air does wonders for the mind.
Did you see anyone else?
Penelope and Fitz were in the greenhouse together. I didn't bother them, of course. I sat for a while besides the pond in the garden. It's a favorite spot of mine. Eventually, I returned to my tower and buried myself in my studies for the afternoon.
Did you use your telescope yesterday?
Once the stars began to appear, naturally.
For how long?
I can't say. I've been known to lose hours at my telescope.
Did you see anything?
No actual discoveries, if that's what you mean.
So you were all alone up in the astronomy tower. Must have been a while before you found out what had happened to Freya.
Quite. Normally, I would be the last to find out about such a thing. But a curious tug of fate led me towards the Fellow Tower later that evening.
At least he's dedicated himself to a fun science.
I was at my telescope for the majority of the evening.
Go on.
But at one point, I returned to my desk to look something up in a reference book. I couldn't find the book I wanted, so I figured Fiona must have borrowed it. I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall. I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library. She looked impatient and slightly frustrated.
Same as ever, then?
Quite. I passed her by and went upstairs to Fiona's room. The door was locked, but I could hear shouting coming from inside. I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter. I had no desire to invade their privacy by eavesdropping, so I waited for them to finish and come out into the hall. Before I could ask about the book, Poppy grabbed my hand and took me upstairs along with Fiona. It was apparent that both of them had already been crying about something. We went up to Flora's tower. Freya was laying on her back, right in the middle of the room. Flora and Fitz were already there. They both looked stoic as ever. Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did, and then Fiona went downstairs with Poppy for some reason. I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
Why did you leave so quickly? Wasn't there anything you could have done to help?
Don't take this the wrong way, but the whole ordeal is fellow family business. I'm quite sure they don't need me getting in the way at a time like that.
I don't think that adds up, does it? Because he just said he went across and then he lingered outside the room listening to them yelling for a bit and then he started talking to them. But hasn't everyone else said that he was one of the first people on the scene and that Penelope said that, and the detective backed up that, like, he was in a hurry running over there and then she was, like, trying to chase him to keep up with him? And, like, surely if he stood outside a bedroom chatting for ages, she would have caught up to him really quick. I can't quite remember because it was 2 whole days ago that we played, but I don't think his statement matches up. Tell us why you hired the detective.
Hard to read, that one, but she seems to know what she's doing.
She's kind of mean.
You know, I simply assumed all detectives were sharp, rigorous, and thorough. Then, of course, I met you.
Okay, so your hair is literally a roof. I don't think we need your opinion.
My Poppy, my pride and joy. Exceptionally talented pianist from a young age. She... Hold on. Why is she on your list of suspects?
Because she's a suspect.
Oh, no. I can personally vouch for her innocence. She'd never... Well, the truth is, she loved Freya very dearly.
If you don't mind me asking, what happened to Poppy's mother?
Primrose? She was Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. The playing field has never really been even since she left.
Where did she go?
Away. She went away.
Flora's sister, a Remington by birth. So does that mean Flora's a Remington by birth? And are the Remingtons related to the Remington of the last game who got murdered and was part of the Order? He shot her. Well, it does kind of seem like Flora and Freya were in the opposite tower to him with an open window. I'm not saying he Hitman 47'd assassin sniped, but I'm saying he did something.
Nobody could deny her talent. She was remarkable, artistically gifted, but also highly intelligent.
Those two things aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Was she ever interested in astronomy?
I don't think she was. The fault may well lie with me for failing to inspire her. but I think she was captivated by more tangible things here on Earth. My daughter loved her. Fiona, too. That said, in the last year or so, more and more I've begun to notice her by herself, wandering the gardens at the most peculiar hours. She must have explored every inch of the grounds 100 times over. Quite a restless spirit, I think. I'm surprised she chose to live at Tangle Tower as long as she did.
She was looking for something. What was she looking for? With the way the equal height towers, with the way those windows set up, there's no way he could see her, I think. Maybe so. I'm still suspicious of him. Something ain't right.
Ah, Penelope, our resident ornithologist.
Penny's your niece, is that right?
At this moment in time, until she marries the gardener.
She'll still be your niece.
But she'll depart from the world of the Pointers and join the Fellows. Like rats deserting a sinking ship.
Okay. That's a weird thing to say.
What do you want me to say? He's the gardener.
He's a member of the family.
Yeah, but not the Pointer family.
What happened to his parents, do you know?
His father, Flint, is Felix's brother. Strange man. Don't think anybody knows what happened to him, but he certainly doesn't live here anymore.
What about his mother?
Emily? I've not met her. She never actually married into the Fellow family. Her relationship with Flint was, it was short-lived.
Okay.
Ah, yes, the heiress of Tangle Tower. Goodness knows what'll happen when she takes charge. I dare say she'll confiscate my telescope and replace it with a microscope.
She doesn't seem to be the type to impress her will on others.
Still, keep an eye on her. Dangerously intelligent, that one.
You sound jealous.
Yeah, he
Wait,
does.
Are you two science rivals?
Oh no,
Hi, baby.
we operate on
Thank you, little
very
girl.
different wavelengths. Literally.
Heiress. Yeah, so she'll take over from her mom, Flora.
A listless soul drifting through the ether.
What's wrong with her?
Not sure. She's always been troubled. Comes from a dysfunctional family. I'd say you could ask her about it, but I think you might find that to be a bit of a dead end.
Don't be taking the piss out of the fact that she's mute.
He should learn to make the most of his lot in life. And he does have a lot in life.
You're talking about money?
Among other things, but yes, he currently has agency over a small fortune. That is, if he hasn't already squandered it or lost it.
Hi, baby.
You two don't get on?
Oh no, we're the best of friends.
Do you like anyone?
I don't especially want to talk about myself. Introspection often leads to vanity.
Wait, does it?
Why don't we discuss the moons of Jupiter instead?
I'm not sure if we have time. Aren't there like 10 of them?
83.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Sir, your vibes are absolutely rancid.
So, we found some research. What's up with this golden beetle? Is this something you're studying?
I can't help you, I'm afraid. I think it must be something left behind by a previous inhabitant of Tangle Tower. I'm not the first scientist to ever walk these halls, you know.
Well, it wasn't in the halls. It was in your astronomy tower.
So that's suspicious.
What a precious photograph. She hasn't changed a bit, has she?
Who?
Yes.
Oh, if you don't know, perhaps I don't either.
That's clearly Poppy. Now, we know this lens isn't his, but let's see what he says.
What's this?
It looks like it might be a telescope. Thought you might know something about it.
Well, it certainly is a telescope. It has a part there to screw onto a tripod, you see. It's rather small, though. I'm not sure you could see many stars with it.
No, probably not.
Interesting.
These were drawn by Freya. She must have drawn that one of Hawkshaw rather recently.
I guess.
I've seen those earmuffs before. They're the ones Fitz always wears when he's out the front gardening.
Always wears?
Why?
Whenever I've seen him, yes.
What does he not want to listen to?
Curious creature, isn't it? Some sort of amphibious bipedal fishman.
Playing a trumpet.
Playing a trumpet, yes.
You don't seem to have much of anything to say about anything.
So which one is Tangle Tower?
What's that?
There are 2 towers, right? Flora's tower and your astronomy tower.
Neither? Truly, I have no idea. You'd have to ask Flora.
She named the house?
The whole thing is a result of her squabbling with her family.
With Felix, you mean? Her husband?
No, her brother and sister, and her father. The Remington family was a rather tumultuous little unit, you see. I don't think Flora has spoken with any of them in over a decade.
Does she know that one of them's dead?
A very old statue indeed. I'd recommend you leave it well alone. The poor fellow's in bad enough shape as it is.
I'd recommend that you pee-pee-poo-poo.
I haven't seen that tape for a long time. Who broke it?
No idea.
Ah, well, possessions are fleeting, my friends.
So that we asked Poppy about that tape, and she was like, "Does that look like something I would own?" And now we've seen that other photo of Poppy. I think the answer is yes. It kind of does.
Pointer property originally, purloined by the fellows. Typical.
I heard it was donated to them kindly.
I find that painting to be in rather bad taste.
Oh, yeah?
The knife with real blood on it? The whole thing is rather vulgar.
What, the murder? Yeah?
That's rather a small cage for 3 birds, isn't it? But then, aren't we all trapped in a cage?
You don't know anything useful, and I think you're doing that on purpose.
Fitz seems rather keen to grow things like this in his greenhouse, doesn't he?
What's wrong with that?
Well, you can't eat it. Makes you wonder why he bothers at all.
Bestie, can I say something always?
Oh, my. This is the first piece that Primrose ever learnt on the piano. Primrose, that is Poppy's mother. She passed it down to Poppy when she started teaching her how to play.
Poppy's piano teacher was her mother?
Of course. Warms my heart to know that after everything, Poppy still has it up on her wall.
I don't think it's a knife in the portrait. It's not a knife in the portrait, it's a feather.
There's something about Hawkshaw's handheld microscope. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, can we look before we talk to her? Luke, that is not a knife. It's this feather here, for sure. It's the ink dip feather. But apparently there is real blood. So how did that happen? You and your weird little telescope.
This little microscope thing? You said you used it to search the greenhouse.
And this would make perfect sense, if you knew what my client had asked me to find. Of course, I still have no intention of disclosing that information.
You're such a tease, Hawkshaw.
Oh
Don't
my God,
worry.
flirting.
We already worked out what you're searching for.
Wait, we figured out what you're searching for, have we? Is it the Beetle?
You're not as hopeless as you look.
Thanks.
So, that's what you were looking for in the greenhouse? This beetle?
That was a
Surely
guess. That was
even
an educated
you can
guess.
understand the logic of it. The greenhouse is home to a great many insects. The gardener could have easily kept the beetle hidden in there.
Well, Fitz said you questioned him, but didn't actually search the greenhouse.
He is not exactly the type to appreciate subtlety. He simply didn't notice that I was using my microscope.
What do you reckon, Grimoire?
I know for a fact she didn't use the microscope in the greenhouse.
Yeah. Because it's not a microscope, it's a telescope.
It's not a microscope at all.
All of a sudden, Detective Grimoire is some kind of expert on microscopes.
You think it's the whole bird and shouldn't finish painting it? Oh, maybe so. What's the problem with Hawkshaw's microscope? It doesn't do the thing that that they've said it does. The microscope. According to Hawkshaw, uses. Is it a she said it magnifies, right? I can't remember what she said. This is last episode's information.
The handheld microscope, according to Hawkshaw, uses a magnifying glass, so Hawkshaw
It's a different
lied
one.
about it. Nope.
No. Is it a fake glass lens?
The handheld microscope, according to Hawkshaw, uses a fake glass lens, so Hawkshaw
the lens.
lied about it. That's not right.
Shush. Fifi said is it telescopic? We know it's something about the lens that she lied
The
about.
handheld microscope, according to Hawkshaw, uses a telescopic lens.
Oh,
so Hawkshaw
that can't be Hawkshaw.
lied about it. Almost.
Yeah, that's not Hawkshaw. According to Fifi.
The handheld microscope, according to Fifi, uses a telescopic lens, so Hawkshaw lied about it. I'm inclined to believe Fifi when it comes to stuff like this.
Hawkshaw, why did you lie about owning a telescope?
When you were a child, what did you aspire to become?
A detective? Naturally.
Emperor of the Galaxy?
I wanted to be an astronomer.
Really?
I harbored a desire to understand the secrets of the wider universe. A fool's errand, to be sure, but a seductive one. At 15, I decided instead to apply my intelligence to the world around me. And so, I became a detective. But the yearning for elusive knowledge is a powerful force. I tried to keep it with me.
Sorry, but we're way off track. What's the deal with the little telescope?
A memento from my childhood. Little more than a toy.
Why did you bring it with you?
When I discovered that it was Professor Pointer who had hired me, I dared to consider it something of a planetary alignment. I had hoped he might sign my telescope. An extremely childish indulgence, I admit.
I never would have guessed.
Hold on. You're admitting you didn't use it in the greenhouse then?
Correct. As it happens, I have no need to search the greenhouse to such a degree. Professor Pointer doesn't consider the gardener a suspect in our theft investigation.
So, who is your suspect?
Things have become complicated. My lead suspect is your murder victim.
That's very interesting. Come hither and tell us more about the beetle.
Where did you find this?
Do you have any theories about where this might have been?
Or who might have had it?
I have several theories, but they are my theories, and I'm not going to share them.
Girl, we already know.
Makes quite an impression, doesn't it? Although I can't imagine why she painted Flora wielding a knife.
You didn't see a knife anywhere in Flora's room, did you?
I did not. I conclude whatever stabbed Freya must have been brought into the room from outside. Unless, of course, it was the painting itself.
Surely you don't believe in that kind of thing.
A detective's job is to examine every avenue of thinking.
Okay, I'm done with you. I have questions to ask other people. I need to ask you about this beetle.
I've seen beetles with brightly colored shells, metallic shells even. They're relatively common, especially around here. There's a difference between that and actual gold.
It can't be actual gold. Gold is just inside the earth or whatever. You can't make it. It's called alchemy. It was a whole thing.
I also want to ask you about your earmuffs.
Wait, those are mine, the earmuffs. They went missing about a week ago.
What do you need earmuffs for?
I use them for gardening sometimes.
Why? You don't own a chainsaw, do you?
No. I wear them while I'm gardening, and it stops people from trying to talk to me.
That's
Real.
genius.
What about, do you recognise Poppy?
Any idea who this is?
No idea.
Are we sure you don't recognise Poppy?
What's with the broken glass?
I'm gonna go and talk to Poppy about this picture. Poppy, either this is you, or you have a secret twin that you killed.
I don't know what that is.
Weird, considering we found it hidden in your room.
Well, my room is full of junk. There's probably a bunch of stuff hidden in there. I don't mean like... Please stop talking to me.
Why won't anyone admit that that's Poppy? That is clearly Poppy.
Those petals...
What about them?
It's nothing. They're just unusual. Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure. It's literally 8 notes. I have it memorized.
So that's going to be used somewhere as an answer to a puzzle for sure. T. Now that's Fifi's secret diary. We've not been asking people about that because it seemed unnecessary.
Is that Fifi's diary?
Yeah.
I'm sure I've seen it in her room before.
That's where we found it.
Have you ever read it? Do you know what's written in there?
Nope. I'm sure she wouldn't appreciate me invading her privacy.
I thought you and Fifi were close friends.
Yeah, we are. It's just Fifi's gotten kinda impatient with me recently.
Do you know why?
I'm not sure.
I'm sure she'd tell you if you asked.
Oh, she would. She'd give it to me straight. Probably why I've been avoiding it.
Interesting. What do you know about Fitz's headphones?
Do you know where those earmuffs came from?
I put them there.
Why?
I found them lying around. I think
Where?
they belonged to Fitz. I put them on the statue so he'd see them. I thought they looked like headphones. Like he's in the recording studio with his guitar.
So they went
Now,
missing a week
If
ago.
they do belong to Fitz, he hasn't taken them back yet. When did you find them?
This morning.
Where?
I don't know, in a hallway. Can't remember exactly.
Who's had them for the past week? That's important. Who's the favourite so far? Oh, man. I love them all, but I fear that I do have a soft spot for Fifi. She's kind of mean, but that's okay. But also, Penny the Diva with her bird arms is very iconic. I don't know, do you have a favourite? I like all of them. Actually, the 2 dads are both kind of flops. They're my least favourite.
You get some weird insects around here. I've never seen one like that.
I'm not sure anyone has.
Freya might have. She used to keep beetles in a box in her room.
Why?
For fun, obviously.
From the greenhouse, we already know that.
I see a lot of birds up in the rooftop garden. They seem to really like it up there.
Why's that?
It's quiet. Never seen that one before. Was it in the greenhouse?
No, we found it in Penny's room.
Right.
Okay. Why won't you admit that's you? If that's not you, I'm baffled. We need to go and talk to Fifi. Poppy, Penny, and Hawkshaw. Classic. We've got... Tell us about your diary, girl.
A book. My book.
Mm-hmm.
And what's in it?
Pages.
Yeah, oddly enough, she doesn't want to talk about her private diary. Confirm this is Poppy.
Who is that in the photo?
I'm quite sure that I have no idea.
Why won't any of them cop to it?
What's wrong?
Earmuffs do not go on statues. What a mess. Penelope should tidy up after herself.
These weren't dropped by Penny. They were dropped by birds, I think.
My argument stands. Now this is interesting. Where did you find it?
In the astronomy tower.
And yet, it does not concern the field of astronomy.
Exactly.
In fact, you could even say that entomology is the exact opposite of astronomy.
Yeah, you could.
I would not say that, however.
Oh, you wouldn't?
No, it would be quite naive. To study science in any field is to study the connections between all matter in the universe, living or inanimate.
Interesting.
Who is this her to whom the message refers?
Well, I don't know exactly.
Then how can I meaningfully evaluate this object? Next!
Yeah, I'm just getting your opinion.
Fifi, did you test the red paint in this pot?
Yes, I did. I discovered it too was blood, not
What?
paint.
A whole pot full of blood?
Not a whole pot. It is only partially full.
Whose blood?
Yeah, but still. Doesn't that freak you out?
No. In fact, it may be considered rather reassuring.
Whose blood?
An item from Poppy's childhood. Her earliest piano lessons hold some special significance for her.
Why's that?
No idea. She has never graced me with the details, and I am not forthcoming enough to ask.
You two are friends,
baby.
right?
We are, yes.
But...
Hey, baby.
It is clear to me now that Poppy has become tired of my company.
Hi, baby.
Is it anything to do with Freya?
Oh, no. The changes in Poppy's mood have nothing to do with Freya. Her concerns simply lie elsewhere.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. What's up, my little girl? What's up? What's going on in that little cat head of yours? What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about, eh? You thinking cat thoughts? Yeah? Yeah.
It is a flower. It reminds me of something, but I cannot say what.
Diva. It's shaped like Diva.
That blade.
It's a troll for gardening.
It is.
Why, we're just fully asking her about absolutely everything.
Curious. Freya is normally highly skilled at capturing someone's likeness, but in this painting, she has accidentally made Flora look quite young.
I think she was just being kind.
Why is that kind? Anyway, I'm far more interested in what Flora is holding. I performed the test on the red paint myself. I discovered that it was in fact not paint, but blood.
What made you want to test it in the first place?
It was Poppy. She told me she thought the painting looked like a bloody knife. I told her not to be ridiculous. My mother owns no such knife. But then I noticed that the color was slightly too dark, and the substance itself was overly viscous.
You noticed that just from looking at it once?
Of course. The red paint on the brush is not paint. It is blood. Same for the palette.
So Freya added the blood to the painting herself?
Or blood got on the brush and palette some other way?
I do not know the answer.
No, if she had a pot full of blood, that was, I'm going to presume, deliberate.
A wooden carving of my father, made by my father. Although, now that I look at it, I do not understand how he was able to paint the red parts without any red paint.
Where did he get red paint from?
There's something about that diary we found in Fifi's room. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is this your diary, Fifi? We found it in your bedroom.
Of course it is mine. Ridiculous question.
Why is it locked up like that?
You seriously require an explanation?
Yeah, we're trying to read it.
Very well. A fairly common concept, the so-called secret diary is favored in particular by girls between the ages of 10
So, there are secrets written in here?
and... This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
Oh man, this was a clue we found right near the beginning of the game. It is Fifi's diary and she has written in it. It's somebody else's diary, or it's not a diary at all. So we know it's Fifi's. She's claimed it's unused. Do we have evidence that she's written in it, or can we say it's not a diary at all?
It's Fifi's diary, and she has written in it.
I'm not sure about that.
Me neither.
Shit.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
It's not a diary.
It's not a diary at all.
I'm not sure about
What?
that.
Me neither.
This particular diary is unused.
It doesn't look unused.
Poppy told us it's Fifi's, didn't she? Did she not?
It's somebody else's diary.
How could you arrive at that conclusion? It is kept in my bedroom. It is mine.
We need a clue to compare with the diary. Something to prove who the original owner was.
Something to compare directly with the I mean, a segment of handwriting or a piece of paper? Why would Poppy tell us that that was Fifi's diary if it's not? We've got samples of handwriting, we've got samples of drawings. Maybe it's Freya's sketchbook or something? No. The photo. Oh yes, they're holding their diaries in the photo, aren't they? You're not holding it there. Ah, is that it? They are. I remember them holding something in here.
Let's take a closer look at this.
So it is Freya's. This blue book is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves that it belonged to Freya.
This blue book is the same thing as the secret diary, which proves it belonged to Freya.
You were hiding Freya's diary in your room, and you kept it locked, too.
Why would I do either of these things?
There's something in there. Why would Fifi hide Freya's diary? Freya... Fifi didn't want anyone to see Freya... Didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary?
Fifi didn't want anyone to see personal secrets within Freya's diary.
Is this true, Fifi?
I know Freya was your friend, but if you're trying to hide something...
You did not know Freya, so this might be difficult to understand. She did her own thing, in her own way. By concealing Freya's written accounts, it is simply my intention to preserve her innocence.
Innocence?
Might be easier if you just let us read the diary, Fifi.
Very well. I will open it. However, as you read it, please remember, Freya was the most kind and the most wise person I have ever known.
Alright, Fifi unlocked the diary.
Finally. What's in there?
Secret diary. It's back in the flesh this time. Was it me? Did I let it out? Maybe I should rip up the painting. Soul Bearer works. Impressive little thing. I have 2 now. Need 2 more. Found my way into the middle. Surprisingly simple compared to the harp. I saw them, all 5, eyes blacked out. Despite everything, I still have a promise to keep. I'll do my best. She could do with a little company. Interesting. I think there was a mention there about the harp puzzle. Go back up here. So technically we never tried to ask her for her statement.
Flora, you were definitely in the room at the time of the murder. Surely you must have seen something? Can you tell me anything about what happened to Freya? She's acting pretty suspicious if you ask me.
I don't know. Maybe she really doesn't know anything.
How is that possible?
Will she respond to any
Have you seen this book
sort
before?
of stimulus?
Do you know who it belongs to?
I really thought she was going to say something there.
No, okay.
There's something about the image of Flora in the painting. Something suspicious.
Let's ask her about it. That's all the statements.
Let's go over them all.
Aha, see, so it was important for us to click that.
That's all the statements collected. Let's run through them all to see if anything doesn't add up.
Yeah,
To
the
see
professor.
If anyone's been lying.
That too.
Fitz and I were up in the moonlight garden most of the afternoon. Then we heard this sound. Lasted about 3 seconds.
We thought it was coming from Flora's tower, so we went up there.
Her door was locked. Nobody was answering. So I made Fitz kick down the door.
Poppy and I went in. Freya was right there, laying on her back.
I left my tower and headed down towards the Grand Hall.
But in the hall, I spotted Uncle Pointer heading down the stairs. I vacated the library, but before I could begin my ascent, Professor Pointer appeared.
I didn't know what to do. So I ran downstairs to get Fifi.
I heard someone heading down the stairs. Just outside my room.
Someone began banging on the door. I ignored it until the someone began shouting at me.
Eventually, she let me in.
I spotted Detective Hawkshaw coming out of the library.
He emerged from the Pointer staircase, crossed the hall, and begun up the fellow staircase. As I was passing through the front door, Penelope called out from behind me. I inquired about the professor, and she told me he'd gone up the fellow tower.
I told her what had happened. She didn't believe me. She got angry.
I thought she was playing a trick on me, so I punched her in the face.
I recognized Fiona's voice as well as the voice of my own daughter.
We left the room, and Poppy's father was waiting outside. He
Yeah,
followed
what's
us
taking
upstairs.
Penny so long?
I ran up the stairs, hoping to catch up with him, but Felix appeared and blocked my path.
Back in the hallway, I bumped into a very concerned-looking Penelope. She was heading up Fellow Tower to find Professor Pointer. So I escorted her.
Poppy left the room for a while. When she came back, she had her father with her, and Fifi too.
Felix and Penny arrived shortly after we did.
And Fifi
A
too?
moment later, we were gazing down on the body of poor Freya.
Then I took a sample of the red paint on the unfinished painting.
She took me down to the library. We were in there about 15 minutes.
I quickly decided that I should leave also. I took Penelope with me, and we both went back to our rooms in Pointer Tower.
I wanted to go back to my room, but I realized nobody had told Detective Hawkshaw anything.
An unremarkable hour passed before the gardener finally made his appearance.
I think she was annoyed about being made to wait outside so long. But when I told her about Freya, she fell silent.
That's disappointing.
What is?
All the statements line up with each other.
They don't just line up. Some of them even seem to specifically confirm each other. that's all the statements collected.
Wait, so what do they want me to click on here? Huh. I guess nothing for now? I'm guessing we need more stuff on this board. Anyway, we need to come and question... You're not going to answer us, but we need to come and question you.
So, this painting, specifically that knife in Flora's hand.
Yeah, it's creepy. But we didn't find a knife anywhere in the room. So what's going on?
It's not a knife.
It's not a knife. We need a clue to compare with the painting. Something to explain what that knife shape actually is.
It's an ink dip feather.
Let's take a closer look at this.
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
The painted knife is actually just a feather from an ink dip bird.
It's definitely the right shape, but the book's not in color. The thing Flora's holding in the painting is red and white, specifically. Is there anything to suggest that the ink dip bird is red and white too?
Yes! There's a model, including a red and white bird.
This little thing? I don't understand why Felix would make a model of this bird as part of a gift for Flora. And come to think of it, why would Flora be holding a feather in the painting anyway?
Yippee! Oh. Unless, so is the ink dip the fourth bird? Was the ink dip Flora's pet? Penny's pet? Maybe not Penny's pet, maybe Flora's then.
The ink dip bird was Flora's pet, so she kept a single feather.
I kissed the cat and there's cat hair on my mouth.
She kept the bird as a pet. And it died?
Maybe it flew
there we
away.
go.
Flora spends all her time staring out the window.
She misses her ink
Either
dip.
way, she kept the feather. I think it was pretty important to her.
Where's the feather now?
All right. So she was holding the feather while Freya was painting her. But where is it now? You'd think she'd keep it somewhere close by.
Yeah, I think she does. Normally. This is where Flora usually keeps her feather.
She normally keeps her feather. Uh-oh. Is the answer in the portraits?
That's not right.
Where does she normally keep her feather? She keeps it... Is the answer in here somewhere? No, she keeps it... Is the answer inside the secret diary?
That's not right.
No. Oh wait, is it in the case file? What else did we find in this room? We found the gramophone in here. I think we found all of these in here. Paint, brush and palette, and empty egg. In the egg? That would make sense, wouldn't it? That's the other thing we found in this room, and it's empty.
But we opened it. It's empty.
Mm-hmm. Completely empty.
So where is the feather still?
Flora? She's pointing at something in the corner of the room.
It's just a pile of books. They're not. Wait. There's something tucked inside this one.
Oh. Drawings of Flora with a small bird. There is a handwritten message on the back. These are for you. Love, Freya. Look how cute! Oh, no. I want to look at that again. Oh, look how cute! Look at the little birds! I think we should go and ask her husband about the painting miniatures he made, including the bird.
These drawings are quite precious. I'm surprised Flora let you see them.
What happened to the bird? Did it die?
I don't know. Seems likely, though, doesn't it?
That's all you've got to say about these secret birds.
Where did you find that?
It was in the library.
Really? How odd. Looks like Freya's paints.
Do you know why the pots are cracked down one side?
No, that's very odd. They're normally in excellent condition.
You seem pretty sure about that.
Guessing he borrows them for his models.
That's one of Freya's paintings, is it not? It's impressive, but a little miserable for my tastes.
Let's ask you. Oh, we're not asked him about anyone.
Percival Pointer. Good old... So, what do you reckon? Is he the murderer?
I don't know, maybe. We still need...
That is not information we're willing to share at this time.
I'm just saying, keep an eye on him.
Yeah, he doesn't
Holds
like
on to a lot of
you.
bitterness, does old Pointer. Just because he's always struggled to support his family. Slightly pathetic, really.
And how long have you known him?
Over 35 years.
Childhood friends? Rivals?
Don't know if I'd do him the honor of
Lovers?
considering him my rival. Dearest Flora, a remarkable woman. Oh, yes. Been married over 20 years now.
You two still get on?
Of course. What a question.
She hasn't gone quiet on you.
It's true she has an independent streak. She's had it her whole life. She's the youngest of 3. Always something of a lone wolf, you know? Just the way she is.
Lone wolf is putting it lightly. She doesn't seem to want to talk to anyone.
She just likes time to herself, away from the company of other humans.
Other humans?
That's fair.
Well, yes, other people, you know. Uncommonly skilled as an artist, but Freya was so much more than her talent.
Go to
She
sleep,
helped me
baby.
get started with my own painting, you know. It taught me what she knew about wood carving, too. Tremendous patience. She was ever so good with dear Flora.
Freya and Flora were close?
Oh, yes, especially recently.
How are you related to Freya?
Somewhat distantly, as it happens. My father, Lord Fellow, was her grandfather. Technically, that makes her a fellow. Let's just say there was some discussion over whether she ought to carry the name at all. There's a family tree in the Grand Hall. You should take a look at it.
What about her inheritance?
Freya's parents died when she was around 3 years old. She came to live here shortly afterwards.
Nobody left her a thing?
I'm afraid not. She had no formal claim over anything at Tangle Tower.
Interesting.
My daughter Fiona, our little burgeoning genius. You've met her?
We did. She's going by Fifi these days.
So I've heard. I asked her some weeks ago. What's wrong with your real name? She told me, get this, she wanted a name with an even number of syllables.
Oh.
She makes up the strangest things when she's under pressure.
What makes you think she made that up?
I happen to know the real reason she prefers Fifi over Fiona.
Oh, yeah?
It's what Freya called her.
Oh. That's really sweet.
Poppy's a good friend to my daughter. Always has been.
I've fallen out
they
recently.
Get on well because they're so different.
Different, like how?
Poppy is, she's quite introspective, good with feelings. Fiona, not so much. Still, Poppy always seems to be sulking about something.
The heavy, heavy price of emotional intelligence.
Fitz? I don't trust him. He's slippery. Never commits to anything. Brain like an onion.
An onion?
Did you two have an argument?
No, but my daughter doesn't like him at all. And I trust Fiona's judgment entirely. She's a very vigilant young woman.
So this guy does annoy me, but how much he loves his family, I've got to give him credit. His daughter said, I don't like this man, and he said, no, we don't like this man. And I've got to respect that. Yeah, look, little Momino, she's just hanging out with us.
Quite the character, eh?
Yeah, being our
a
friend.
fellow member of the Order of the Crimson Cloak.
Is that a real thing?
The
No,
Order.
I just meant to, because we both wear, red capes.
This is a new order.
Of a sort.
Has she questioned you yet?
If you call that questioning, she seemed bored by everything I had to say. I heard on the grapevine.
Gossip?
Supposedly Hawkshaw is searching for some rare item. Something called the Golden Beetle.
Yeah.
Honestly, it's probably a bunch of sensationalist rubbish.
Settle in,
You
my
reckon?
love.
Quite sure.
Snuggle down.
There
Good
is
girl.
no treasure called the Golden Beetle.
How do you know?
Because I would have heard of it.
That's very interesting.
Penelope seems to have really settled into a groove. She struggled a bit when she was younger, always a little estranged.
How come?
Well, she was mostly raised by her uncle, and he really only makes time for his own daughter. Now, of course, she's bringing the two families together through her marriage. It's a nice gesture, heartfelt, but futile.
See, Penny's character makes more and more sense. And this is why I don't like that we've it almost feels as if we as detectives have automatically gone against her. Like, we've just found out that she was raised by her uncle. She never got a lot of attention. She's trying to unite the families with a marriage, even though it seems like she doesn't particularly like her fiancé. And we're like, yeah, but you were mean to Poppy. Like, I love Poppy too, but maybe we shouldn't be taking sides. Maybe I feel like we shouldn't be taking Penny or Poppy's side.
You're the one currently basking in his presence. You tell me.
Let's move on.
Alright, let me show you this beetle.
What's this all about? Some kind of rare jewel?
It's a
I'm
beetle.
pretty sure the research is about a real insect.
If it's made of gold, then it's made of gold.
Okay, I thought you'd have more to say about that.
Flora's quite fond of that old thing. It's in poor shape, though.
Do you know what happened to it?
Can't say I do.
I feel like things in that room being cracked down the middle. There's multiple stuff that's cracked down the middle. Has someone been shooting something? Like metal pellets and breaking shit?
That looks like it might belong to Poppy. My daughter Fiona and her best friend. They grow up so fast.
Do you know why it's ripped like that?
Ah, yes. I didn't even notice. No idea. Oh dear.
Do you know who this is?
Not a clue.
But if that... Okay, well, to be fair then, surely if that was Poppy, they would have known her at that age. Actually, he's a bit vacant in the head, isn't he? So maybe he just doesn't remember. If there's any alchemy in this, I'm going to shriek. Valid.
The statue was up in the rooftop garden.
Yes, it's been there a while. You can see the brass is slightly tarnished by the elements, but it's not too bad. Might be salvageable. I've never been one for music. Why not ask Poppy instead?
Because I'm asking you for your thoughts. You just don't seem to have any.
Bizarre things, aren't they? Penelope seems rather attached to them.
Do you not feel sorry for them in that little cage?
Come now, I'm sure they could leave if they really wanted to.
Does Florin normally keep something in here?
She must do, but I admit I've never managed to work out what.
Why not just ask her?
I feel like if somebody keeps something locked away in a ceramic egg, it's because they don't want to be asked about it.
Rules to live by.
Fair. Fair enough.
I'm as confused as you are. That looks like it might belong to Poppy. That looks like it might belong to Fitz.
Stop pointing me at different people. I want your opinion.
Why would someone lock up a book like that?
We think it's a secret diary.
Aha! Teenagers are funny, aren't they? Goodness me!
Okay, well.
Charming, isn't it? Yes. Built by the Remington family originally. Dear Flora's father and his associates.
The Order.
But now it's owned by you? By the Fellow family?
The Fellows and the Pointers have both come to claim a certain degree of ownership.
And who named it Tangle Tower?
Flora chose the name.
What does it mean?
I think it was her intention that it mean nothing at all. Something of a fresh start.
From what?
This really isn't for me to say, but she had some kind of disagreement with her siblings. After they moved away, Flora changed the name of the house.
What was it?
Perhaps she hoped it would make them feel unwelcome, yes, less likely to come back.
That's kind of extreme.
Yes, it is rather, isn't it?
Okay. What is it going to take to unlock your suspicion?
There's something about Felix's painting supplies.
There we go.
Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
So,
It's
about
the red?
this paint we found in your room.
Nothing suspicious about it. I used it to paint, obviously. Totally normal thing to do.
We never said it was suspicious.
Come on then, out with it. What exactly are you accusing me of?
It's not your paint pot.
It's not your paint pot. Did you take it from somewhere else?
What on earth? It's definitely mine. I even have proof. Look, the lid matches the ones on all my other paint pots. End of discussion.
That's not the end of the discussion.
We need a clue to compare with Felix's red paint. Something to prove who it actually belongs to.
I think it's Freya's.
Let's take a closer look at this.
Yeah, look at the label. The label's wrong. Freya's red paint pots was stolen and replaced with Felix red paint pots, but the lids were swapped to hide this.
Freya's red paint pot was stolen and replaced with Felix's red paint pot, but the lids were swapped to hide it.
That red paint is from Freya Supplies, not yours. Swapping the lids doesn't hide what you did.
Why are you bothering me about paint anyway? And none of this is connected to your murder.
Yes, it is. He's just a himbo, yeah. It's relevant because this red paint pot was somehow filled with blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
This red paint pot was somehow filled
Kiss
with
the kitty.
blood before Freya used it to paint Flora.
Oh, that's definitely something.
Why is your
Right.
paint pot full of blood?
Fine. Here's the story. I was busy working on a project when I suddenly realized I had run out of red paint. There was a certain amount of time pressure, so I politely asked Freya if I could borrow hers. Just for a little while, you know, perfectly reasonable request.
But she said no.
I tried to explain why I needed it, but she didn't seem to care. So, well, I took Freya's red paint pot and swapped it with my own empty one.
You went into her room?
Not my proudest moment, but it's just paint. I didn't touch anything else.
And the paint pot you left behind was definitely empty?
Quite. I have absolutely no idea how it got blood in it, if that's what you're asking.
Why were you in such a hurry to get a hold of red paint anyway?
I was trying to finish this in time for Flora's birthday. I needed red to paint the final details.
Could you not have just used a different color?
Out of the question. It had to be red and white.
If you managed to finish it, why haven't you given it to Flora yet?
Well, I decided against it in the end, after what happened. Seemed a bit, insensitive.
Interesting. So how did the paint pot get filled with blood?
Not the kind of lamp I choose for my bedroom, but fair enough.
It's cool. Looks like old mining equipment or something.
I was hoping by looking at her room again something would answer that question, but I fear we have to talk to people to answer that question.
Even though we're halfway up a tower, someone's been tracking in mud from outside.
Okay. So we've not unlocked Poppy or Pointer's suspicion. The most suspicious thing about Poppy to me is that she's denying that that's her in the photo. And she's denying owning that cassette tape. Pointer, I just think he's suspicious all around. And I think there's a secret here. Let's go back out here.
I'm still not sure about this thing.
Should we take another look?
We still haven't uncovered what we need to solve this puzzle, but let me look at the pictures. Oh, wow. Okay. Don't know what the lips are about, because I was going to say the piano, we know where there's a piano and there's a music room. Birds, we know about the ink dip and the aviary. Bell, is there a bell tower? Or literally a bell somewhere? But then the lipstick for smooching.
Let's come back later.
I don't know what that's a reference to. Is there anything we haven't questioned Poppy about? Because if it's not that, it's that there's something about Poppy that we've not asked enough other people about.
How sweet. Don't you think that's weird? That the letter isn't addressed to anyone or signed by anyone?
Someone's being deliberately secretive.
Or they're trying to manipulate you? When I first saw it, I thought it looked like Flora was holding a knife with blood on the tip.
You don't think that anymore?
No, it was a stupid thing to say. The room was dark. I was in shock. I'm just an idiot.
But it was blood on the tip. If you hadn't said anything, maybe Fifi wouldn't have checked.
Exactly. It's stupid.
But we would have missed out on an important clue.
Is it a clue?
Yes.
Really? Tell me how it's a clue. Tell me how it helps. Nothing about the knife makes any sense. It's just freaking everyone out. Wish I'd never said anything.
So there are 2 families living in Tangle Tower?
Mm-hmm. 3 pointers and 5 fellows. 4 fellows.
What's the connection between them?
There isn't one. Not really. It was all built by the Remington family. Flora is a Remington, originally. So was Primrose, my mother. She married into the Pointers, and Flora married into the Fellows.
So the Fellows and the Pointers own the house now?
Flora owns the house. Depending on who you ask, that means her husband Felix owns it too.
What about your father?
His claim over the house kind of fell apart after my mother left.
Where's your mother now?
No idea.
Yeah, because the professor said she's... Did he say something like she's not here or she's gone?
Why is the glass cracked down one side?
Natural wear and tear, maybe?
No way. Freya took good care of her stuff. Freya would always load up the palette with all the exact colors she was gonna need. I think it helped her zone out and focus on the actual painting itself. Like getting all your sheet music lined up before playing a long piece.
Right. So the blob of black paint in the middle, that was for painting Flora?
Flora's dress, yeah. She wears even more black than I do. Eavesdrop what the stars are saying. Earthly tether, slowly fraying. Floating, helpless from the worst. Of jealous hunger, selfish thirst. Take a moment, kneel and meet the flowers growing at your feet.
Interesting. I think we need to ask more people about Tangle Tower.
It's probably quite impressive. To a visitor, fresh eyes and all that.
Not to you?
Try living in it for 20 years. The sheen wears off. If it wasn't for my fits, I'd have little reason to stay.
What about inheritance? You're the next oldest Pointer after your uncle, aren't you?
Well, thank you very much for phrasing it like that. But no, any money left in the Pointer family will pass down directly to Poppy.
Is that fair?
I couldn't care less, to be perfectly honest. Hello. Who penned this juicy little number?
We don't know. It's not signed.
An anonymous letter? Classic clue. Not a fan of insects myself. Whose research is this?
We were hoping you might know.
No, can't say I... Freya, perhaps. I know she was always very fond of grubby little things like this.
Noted.
It's that bird. But these must have been drawn at least a year ago. Oh, how sad. I can't decide what's worse. How she looks here, or how she looks now.
It's Poppy, isn't it?
Is? In the photo?
Oh, absolutely no idea.
Oh my god, why will none of them just say? What's that about?
Very nice.
You've seen these before?
Yes.
All of them. Even this one of...
Yes. Looks a little simple for Poppy, doesn't it? I thought she was a grade 12 or something.
I didn't know there were that many grades.
I'm sure they invented some new ones just for her.
It's so catty.
Lovely. Oh, there used to be all kinds of birds here at Tangle Tower. The most fascinating breeds, all totally unique.
Used to be? There are birds all over the place.
Most of them are rather ordinary, I'm afraid.
What happened to the non-ordinary ones?
That is a very good question.
What happened to the ink dip?
Poppy's gramophone. She's had it for a long time. As a young child, she'd call it her mama phone, on account of it belonging to her mother.
Oh, that's really cute.
Oh yes, adorable.
It is cute!
Goodness me. Poppy really doesn't take care of her belongings, does she?
It wasn't in Poppy's room. It was in the little pond in the garden.
Exactly! Hardly the place for it. Finally! I get to see a detective's case file.
That's a very specific thing to be excited about.
Well, only last week I asked that miserable Hawkshaw woman if I could see her case notes.
I'm guessing she said no.
Would have been much more
Medium,
polite
baby.
if she had just said no. Instead, she was quite rude to me. Accused me of being, what was it? A shallow sensationalist.
Okay. I think we've asked you nearly everything.
Oh, that's rather sad. Ooh, a secret diary.
That's our guess too.
Excellent.
Okay. Mononoke, you can't cuddle the microphone. That's not good for sound quality. You haven't unlocked your thing either. You know something.
Where on earth did you find that?
It was in a bush outside. I think someone threw it away.
How peculiar.
You know something.
This looks a little rushed, even by Felix's standards.
At least he tried.
Yes, I suppose it's good for the old fellow to have a hobby. Keeps his mind from decaying, you know. Yes, very nice. Where is that bird of Flora's? It's been a while since I've seen it.
Where did the bird go?
Well now, that is most definitely none of my business. Quite possibly none of yours either. That's a very old book, isn't it? Looks like someone could have taken better care of it.
I like the look of a well-read book. Better than one that's never been opened.
Ah, well put. Poppy's two closest friends. Freya looks so innocent there.
Can you fix this?
Isn't the process of decay fascinating?
It's not really decaying. It's plastic.
It's becoming one with nature, all the same.
No, you're no good to me.
Here's a thought. Do you suppose the paintbrush could be the murder weapon? After all, it was found at the scene, right next to Freya's body.
I guess it's possible.
How hard would you have to stab someone with a paintbrush to kill them?
Freya was well acquainted with the abstract, I'll say that much.
What does it look like to you?
To me, it's a big, red thing.
What a fascinating interpretation.
He's right, though. It is a big red thing.
A diary can be a wonderful outlet for an outpouring of one's soul.
How do you know it's a diary?
I suppose I don't, but it does look like a diary. What kind of flower is that?
We're not sure. I think it might be the only one of its kind.
Primrose would know. My wife was a floriculturalist. Best in the field. That's a flower joke, but she was.
Interesting.
So why is he so dismissive of Fitz being a gardener if his wife was, like, in a similar field?
Oh, you found a murder weapon?
Steady on. It's just a gardening trowel.
Looks like a weapon to me.
What do we need to catch out about you? Aside from everything, because your vibes are just off. Go and talk to the detective.
Professor Pointer is a respectable astronomer. Keeps himself to himself. What?
We're just surprised.
That was the most polite you've been about anyone.
Does Flora still own that bird? Do you know?
Don't think so. The drawings are from a few years ago.
I see.
Where did the bird go?
I admit, it's powerful. Freya was a talented young woman.
Someone even liked it enough to take a photo of it.
Now, we don't know why they took the photograph, do we? Perhaps they just wanted it for reference. Who's that?
Not sure. It doesn't really look like anyone we've met so far.
Strange. The people here are surprisingly materialistic, considering how sheltered they are.
Materialistic?
Growing this fruit simply because it produces a gemstone-like material. For what possible purpose, other than financial gain?
You're speculating.
What would you do, Grimoire, if you could grow valuable stone straight from the earth? A somewhat cumbersome device, and an altogether inefficient way to listen to music.
What kind of music do you like, Hawkshaw?
I like anything.
What a cop-out.
Yeah? Why won't you tell us?
Tangle Tower. No
Need to
idea
sit up a
why
little
they
bit, babe.
insist on calling it that. It's not even a tower. It's little more than a pair of turrets stuck on either side of a mansion.
Have you searched the whole place?
I believe so. Why?
He wants to know if you found any secret rooms.
Huh. I'm afraid the residents of Tangle Tower are far too ordinary for anything like that.
No,
I
I
was
think there is a
disappointed
secret
too.
room. Look, it's you!
When did Freya draw the picture of you, Hawkshaw?
I didn't model for her, if that's what you're asking. She must have done it without my permission.
Could just be from memory. It's not quite as detailed as the others anyway.
I believe that was in Flora's room yesterday, but it was not cracked when I saw it last.
That's interesting.
One of 3 statues depicting the same creature. This one is wearing headphones. Perhaps they belong to someone who likes music.
They're not headphones. They're earmuffs. For blocking out sound.
Perhaps they belong to someone who doesn't like music.
Okay, should we go look at the family tree again? I feel like that's something we were told to do.
What is that?
I think it's a family tree.
Yes, okay. So the Remingtons had Flora and Primrose. Primrose became a pointer and Flora became a fellow. That's why they have to share the tower. So there's Penny, there's Poppy. There's Percy. Who we got over there? Selena. Stonetop? Tuck's hair point here. Richard Remington. Isn't that our murder victim from the other game? Was he called Richard Remington? Well, you're dead now. So there's Fiona, there's Fitz, Damien, Felicia, Freya, Flint, Felix.
Richard Remington.
The one and only.
I think that's him. I think he dead.
Buck Brackley.
Who the hell's that?
I guess he doesn't live here anymore.
Emily Everstone. I guess she doesn't live here anymore.
Selena Stonetop.
No family line. Apparently, she just appeared out of nowhere.
That's suspicious.
Freya Fellow.
The murder victim.
She's barely related to the main family at all.
Yeah, so they're descended from Selena, and it doesn't say how Selena's related to Lord Fellow.
Felicia Fellow.
Freya's mother.
I guess she doesn't live here anymore.
No, she's dead.
Damien Dusk. It's Freya's father. I guess he doesn't live here anymore.
They're dead?
Flint Fellow. I guess he doesn't live here anymore. Felix Feller.
We met him. He's one of the suspects. Fitz Feller.
We met him. He's one of the suspects.
Flora.
We met her. She's one of the suspects.
No other
Primrose,
comments?
she doesn't live here anymore.
Richard.
The one and only. Fiona Feller. We met her. She's one of the suspects.
Poppy Pointer. We met her. She's one of the
Nothing to say about anyone else.
Percival Pointer.
Professor. We met him. He's one of the suspects.
Pandora. I guess she doesn't live here anymore. Penelope Pointer. We met her. She's one of the suspects.
Buck. I guess he doesn't live here anymore.
So, Penny was raised by Buck, wasn't she? Didn't she say she was basically raised by her uncle? I'm guessing that's what up there means. Primrose is gone, but we don't know why. Okay.
Pretty.
What about this dragon?
Pretty.
What about this bird?
Pretty.
What about this crab?
Pretty.
Okay. What are we missing that lets us do the harp puzzle? That's what I would like to know. If I click up here, will the game give me a hint of what room I should look at? Search the astronomy tower. Okay, so there's something up there we've missed. Okay. Thank you, game.
Every astronomy tower needs a telescope.
I want to try.
We didn't. We clicked on the telescope and I forgot it didn't let us do anything because we hadn't talked to him yet. We didn't click on it after talking to him. He can clearly. He knows what bloody happened. This is our theory confirmed.
See right into Flora's room.
Not by accident.
I can see Flora, but she's not looking this way. She's looking up. Behind her is the backside of the easel holding Freya's unfinished painting. I can't really see anything behind it. Not from this angle. I can just about see the gramophone.
It's that little plant Flora keeps on the window ledge.
Don't you think it would fall off? In the wind.
Maybe it's glued down.
I can see the doorway. It leads into the hall. The door itself is on the floor, knocked off its hinges.
What's up there?
Is that a window?
I think it is.
Is there another room above Flora's room?
There's something secret up there.
We should check that next time we're over there.
Secret room, secret room, secret room.
You can see right into.
Not
I
by
can
a
see behind
floor.
her. I can't really see it.
It's too dark back there. I can't.
Okay.
You can see right into.
Not by
behind
a
her. I can't really see it. Isn't this supposed to be an astronomy telescope?
Yeah, why is he using it for perv reasons?
I'm pretty sure you need to see the sky for astronomy to work.
I can't move it. I think this is just how it's set up.
There's something about Pointer's astronomy habits. Something suspicious.
Let's ask him about it.
Why are you staring at Flora, you creep?
So, Professor, what interests you about astronomy exactly?
It's not a matter of being interested. Once you expand your mind to the wider universe, it cannot be unexpanded.
Mm-hmm. And how long have you been an astronomer?
I really don't like to give exact values unless I'm sure I can quantify them.
Convenient.
Why do you ask me these things?
I have a theory about you, Professor.
Oh? Go on.
Your room is untouched. You're not interested in astronomy at all.
You're not really interested in astronomy at all.
What could you possibly mean by that?
I think you're interested in a slightly different field of research.
You're interested in Flora. But what can we use as evidence of him being interested in Flora? Well, also the Beetle.
I don't have time for tiny, insignificant insects. My studies focus only on the inconceivably large and the unimaginably far away.
Right. That's why you like using your telescope so much.
Yes, naturally. My little portal into another world.
Yeah, about that.
Does Pointer really use his telescope for astronomy? No. Pointer's telescope was actually looking at The crime scene. And not up at the sky.
Pointer's telescope was actually looking at the crime scene and not up at the sky.
First, you accuse me of being a lowly entomologist. Now you're accusing me of, what, spying?
Are you spying?
Why would I need to spy on Flora?
Why? Because you lost your golden beetle specimen, and it's made you paranoid. You think somebody stole it from you.
Might not have been Flora you were spying on. Might have been Freya.
It's a very precious specimen. Incredibly rare. Valuable in ways you could never understand. Freya was always sneaking around. Both towers and in the gardens too. She was definitely up to something.
So,
Cam,
this
you
next
back?
question is important. You were looking to Flora's room around the time of the murder.
Cam, I can summarise what the 30 seconds of chat you missed. They were like, we know you're looking into that tower looking at Flora. And he was like, no. And they were like, oh, okay, so you were looking at Freya because your beetle went missing and you think someone stole it. And he was like, yeah, well, Freya was always poking around, so it was probably her. So that's why he was spying on Freya. He thinks she nicked his golden beetle.
Did you witness the crime, Professor?
No, I didn't. When I looked into the room, Flora was already lying on the floor.
That's why he came running down the
Flora?
stairs.
You mean Freya?
No, Flora. She was lying by the window. I couldn't see Freya at all.
What?
It was fairly dark. The telescope isn't at a very good angle. That's why I decided to head over there myself. I needed to know what was going on.
This changes your statement, doesn't it?
No, everything I told you in my statement was true.
Apart from the reason you left your tower in the first place.
Right.
Let's go over what we know about the crime scene.
Something's changed.
Freya was definitely up to something.
Something to do with the statue in the garden, I think.
Maybe we should go back and check. And we could have missed something.
What? This is new?
This wasn't here before.
What is it?
It's a crab.
It's a little wooden toy. Looks kind of like a crab.
There's a note stuck to the back.
What does it say? Grimoire?
Oh, this is my new friend. He likes music. Simple melodies will move his soul. Best of luck, you two. Freya. Ooh.
What do you think? Is it really from her?
How can it be?
Why don't we check the handwriting with Freya's diary?
Good idea. Hold on.
Well,
It's a perfect match.
well, it's confirmed. We have a ghost helping us.
Let's keep this to ourselves for now.
What about the little wooden toy thingy?
Maybe we can put it to some kind of use.
Yes, we absolutely can. Ah. Tangle Tower, unfinished business. Okay.
I'm still not sure.
Should we take another look?
Yes. So there's a bell, there's a piano, and there's Burb. We're going to use this toy, and we're going to get the shape. It makes sense. It all makes
Let's
sense.
come back later.
I know. Let's go and investigate that room. I want to get up there. Hell yeah.
It's a statue of a wolf, standing up straight, like a man.
Werewolf to
You know,
Remington
there's a name for
House.
that.
I know.
It's not quite as dusty as everything else up here. Also, it's not a statue. It's stuffed.
Oh, it's from the Order. Mwah! Smoochy lips might actually mean someone singing. Good point. I was hoping there'd be a bell in here and it'd be a bell tower.
Just dusty junk.
It's a jar. The head screws off.
Huh.
What's in that little box? I bet it's bones. A skull, at least.
You know, maybe I won't open it.
At least the moths are kept well fed. Someone painted out the window.
Do you think it was done recently?
No idea. Either way, it's pretty suspicious.
Just dusty junk.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry, is this spooky attic boring you?
Oh, I got dusty junk for you right
Kinda.
here.
Nothing catching my interest.
I'm sorry.
Kinda.
Just dusty junk.
Where's that light coming from?
Well, it's just daylight, I think. There's a decent gap between those floorboards.
You could kill someone from here.
Is that what I think it is? Is that what I think it is? Is that what I...
Okay, that's all he's going to say. Is there anything else up here we should be spying on?
Just dusty junk. Sally, you don't have a dust allergy, do you?
No. Do you?
Let me put it this way.
Same, kid.
I feel like there's gotta be a clue up here.
Yeah, I agree. What have I not clicked on?
Nothing catching my
I'm
interest.
sorry.
Kinda.
Rope?
Nothing catching my interest.
Sorry.
Kinda.
Picture?
Nothing catching my interest.
Sorry.
Kinda.
This thread?
What is that?
Not sure. Some kind of reel?
Looks like it might attach to something.
Ooh, it's like a pulley system. A brass reel with a screw at the top. Coiled around the reel is a length of fine red rope. So it needs to screw into something. Wonder where does it look through?
The attic's directly above us, right?
Yeah.
It's only Poppy's suspicion that we're missing. Didn't they say the small lens had a screw bit? But I don't know why that would attach to a pulley system. We need the gramophone to work. Oh!
It's piano music.
It doesn't have a firm shape when listening to the cassette. Okay.
Weird.
It's someone humming a tune.
We've got it. Humming. Ah, fantastic.
There's something about that pink cassette tape. Something suspicious.
Yes.
Let's ask Poppy about it.
We know it's Poppy's. We know it's Poppy in that picture. Why is Poppy denying things? Ah. Some suspicion.
I need to confirm something with you, Poppy.
Confirm away.
What can you tell us about this cassette tape? Is it yours?
It belongs to Freya. She liked to have music playing while she was painting, you know.
And do you know what kind of music is on this tape?
No idea. Acid jazz?
It's piano music. Sounds an awful lot like your music, to be honest.
Sure it doesn't belong to you?
Why are we even talking about this? Cassette tapes have been redundant for a good few years now.
The tape was found at the crime scene. It was in the gramophone.
It's not mine. I'd never own anything like that.
Why not?
Not my color.
I disagree. You used to like the colours.
You used to like these colors.
Ridiculous.
We need a clue to compare with the cassette tape. Something that proves Poppy used to like these colors.
This is you! This is you!
Let's take a closer look
You
at
used to be
this.
girly pop. The pink cassette tape found in the garden. No, we found it in a murder scene. Found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this
The
photo.
pink cassette tape found at the crime scene matches the pink cassette player used by Poppy in this old photo.
Why would you
That
lie
is
to us about
not
liking
me.
the colour pink?
Yeah, it is. I'll prove it.
Oh wait, what are we doing? Oh, we're matching it up to this one. It's all three girls being besties.
You look a little different, but Fifi and Freya are pretty recognizable. It's clearly a photo of you with your two best friends. Why'd you tear it up? And then hide it?
I think the answer is pretty straightforward.
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
Poppy doesn't want to look like that anymore.
That's it. Makes this whole thing seem kind of irrelevant.
Maybe. It depends on the reason.
The reason she doesn't want to look like that anymore?
The passage of time is a powerful thing.
Does she look like her mum or something?
Hold on. This means that pink cassette tape does belong to you, Poppy.
It used to. I recorded some piano music onto it and gave it to Freya as a gift. Years ago.
Freya could have easily been listening to this tape at the exact moment she was killed. There's gotta be a connection between the tape, the gramophone, and the murder.
There's one other thing I want to know. How did it get that crack down the middle?
I have no idea.
That's very interesting. I need you to play that song for us again, please.
Yeah, it's mine.
Can you play the tune for us?
Sure.
Let me get
It's
my crab
literally
out.
8 notes. I have it memorized.
Why could I not get my crab out? Yes! Delicious. So, one of the other symbols was a bird, which I thought maybe it just means the sound of the aviary in general, but it might be the ink thingamabob birds. And we don't have that bird anymore.
They're bird cages, but the birds are coming and going freely.
Is that a metaphor?
Oh, it totally is.
So what specific bird sound are we after? Oh, we've not asked her about Pointer.
Can't say I've ever taken an interest in Uncle's astronomy. On occasion, I've dared to visit him in his tower, but I always regret it. It's all just a little too abstract for me.
What do you mean?
Oh, did you know the sun is apparently over 400,000 miles wide? Okay, so what should I do with that information? How does it help me?
She's
Come
so
to
real
me.
for that.
You're the one who memorized it.
How do I get your bird sounds?
Is that for sewing?
Maybe?
Thanks for having a try.
We have no idea.
What bird do you want to listen to? Don't say the ink one because we think it's dead.
We know a little more about the crime scene now. So, what do you think? Was Freya stabbed by her own painting?
Ooh. Look at all our options. Is this about the blood again? The paint from the paint pot was replaced. No. So something was replaced, was designed to match, was used to hide, was used to paint over, was used to paint the red tip of. So maybe blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of a feather to resemble a bloody knife?
Blood from the paint pot.
What are we
was used
getting
to
at
paint
here?
The red tip of a feather found outside to resemble a bloody knife. Almost. Maybe just change one thing.
To prove the existence of magic? To hide the evidence?
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of a feather found outside to hide the evidence. Nope.
Where did the blood come from? Did it come from a real knife? Did she stab herself? Potentially. Blood from the paint pots. No.
Blood from the paint pot was
Give us
designed
tips
to
about
match
if any of
a
these
real
match.
knife, so it could stab Freya. That's not right.
Okay, give me a hint. So blood from the paint pot, we got that one right. Was used to paint over the painted ink dip feather to hide evidence.
Blood from the paint pot was used to paint over the painted ink dip feather to hide the evidence. That's not right either.
What are we... So we are talking about blood from the paint pot and the painted feather. So blood from the paint pot was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
Blood from the paint pot
Okay, we got there.
was used to paint the red tip of the painted ink dip feather to resemble a bloody knife.
I think you're right. Can't decide if I'm disappointed or relieved.
I have a question. Why?
Either it's a very strange coincidence, or somebody set it up.
Somebody deliberately put blood in the paint pot and hid that feather after the crime. Why? To distract us?
Possibly.
Well, it worked.
Possibly.
Flora's the only person who could have hidden the feather, unless someone took it from her.
Let's go over what we do know. The door was locked the whole time.
Yes.
It stayed locked until Fitz kicked it down. Normally, it can only be opened from the inside. Pointer said he couldn't see Freya from his telescope, but he did see Flora lying by the window.
So whatever got Freya got Flora too?
Except Flora survived. She didn't get a stab wound like Freya did.
Hold on.
What happened in the
If
attic?
there was no knife, then what did stab Freya?
It could be anything. It might not even be important.
Do we even know she was
How is it
stabbed?
not important?
Right now, I'm less interested in the what, and more interested in the how.
The angle of Freya's wound suggests she was stabbed at a perfect right angle. That is, from directly in front of her. But she was standing right up by the canvas.
Somehow, Freya ended up lying on her back, still perfectly in line with a painting.
Maybe something went through it.
Through the painting? Wouldn't that leave a
That makes
hole?
sense.
Okay, well, how about this? How do we know Freya was stabbed before she fell over? Maybe her being stabbed and her falling over are completely unrelated.
She fell down and then something was stabbed into her. This is pretty.
What are they?
Wind chimes. Silent, wooden wind chimes.
Interesting.
The outline of Freya Fellow. Looks like she fell onto her back. There's a single patch of blood, right in the middle. No real signs of a struggle.
That's weird.
What?
Her feet were right up by the canvas.
So?
So she was probably standing really close to the canvas when
Let's
she...
check the case file again.
So something caused both her and Flora to pass out or lie down. And something then pierced Freya. Possibly from up in the attic. Yeah, we've still got 2 more of these to get. You're thinking thoughts? Did we hear some kind of melody by the lake's edge? I don't remember what the lake's edge is. Is this the lake's edge? Oh, this is the gardens. Where's the lake's edge? This bit? Nope, that's Stone Square. Oh, wait, are you lake's edge? Oh, the wind chimes. I just clicked on the wind chimes. Or is it the birds? It's these birds. Oh, we're only missing one. Which one are we missing? Bell. Where is there a bell? So I hoped the bell would be in the attic and it would be a bell tower, but it's not. Where have we seen a bell? Over here, maybe? Oh wait, wasn't there a bell near the front door? Yes! Yeah, boy, we did it.
That's all 4 melodies, I think.
So, what do we do with them?
Should we go back to the gardens again?
Hell yeah, we should.
Let's try this again.
You know, I think we might be able...
Oops, sorry, I accidentally clicked off you, Grimoire, because I was too excited. Yep, that one. That one. That one.
That's gotta be right.
Nothing. Maybe it's broken.
Wait, do you hear that?
Uh-oh. Ooh.
Where do you think it goes?
Climb
Down.
in! Climb in! Climb in! Climb in! Secret room! Tangle Tower. Underneath. Oh, hell yeah. Hi, Sally! Secret laboratory.
This place would never pass a fire safety inspection.
What secret science was going on? All the books!
Forensic Entomology, Volume 3.
That's an incredibly specific area
Do you
of
think this is
study.
Freya's secret lab?
What's in there?
The gold beetle!
9 beetles. All different, all dead.
Poor little guys.
There's a bunch of notes written all around them. It's mostly numbers. No idea what they mean. It's a little diagram of a beetle, with some incomprehensible notes scribbled next to it.
That's weird.
What?
It looks really normal compared to the beetles behind the glass.
9 beetles.
Poor little
There's a bunch of mostly numbers. 9 beetles.
Poor little
There's mostly numbers.
Okay.
It looks like they're being boiled, but the liquid is ice cold.
Thirsty?
It's so dark. I can barely tell what I'm looking at.
What a mess.
Any idea what this is all about?
Oh, hell no.
Is that a periodic table?
No, but it does kind of look like one.
What are those symbols?
They're alchemic symbols, mostly based on the planets, the sun, the moon, stuff like that.
Huh. This looks like it was drawn in a hurry.
Didn't we see those same symbols in the greenhouse?
Yeah, we've seen these symbols before.
Reminds me of the chart from the
Yeah.
library.
Yeah, it does.
The one from the chalkboard.
Yeah.
Please don't make me go back to these places and compare them. Game, please don't make me do that. Please, I'll cry.
Is that a periodic?
No, but it does.
What are those?
They're alchemic mostly based.
Huh.
Okay. So those are there. And we might have to come back to them.
A cracked glass tank with 9 little rooms. Each one has 1 or 2 insects inside. I can't tell if they're still alive.
I like that you called them rooms.
You can't tell, they're probably dead, fam.
Bugs. Big ones.
Looks like they're made of metal. Rows of plants, growing in wide wooden boxes.
What color is the soil?
It looks black, but it's too dark to tell.
Is that a lab coat?
Warning, hand wash only. Size, small.
Is it locked?
Seems likely, doesn't it?
Oh, hell
Weird
no.
looking safe.
I'm pretty sure the latches can slide into the middle.
Diagonally slide the latches until they're in the correct position. What? Okay. Oh. Okay. We can do this. Don't panic. I'm just having a look at what we're working with. So I think it's got to be one of you that does something. No, one of you does something. Okay. You want this all the way up? To here? Like that. So it goes like this. Oh, what the fuck? Oh wait, what have I not connected? Oh wait, here. Wait, what the fuck? What have I done wrong? Oh no, there. And then it goes right there, and then it goes right there, and then it goes right there.
That's the one.
So I literally never in a million years would have been able to do that. Just as a heads up, I never in a million years would have been able to do that.
Hey, not bad. Anything inside?
Yeah, more research.
What does it say? Secret research. A folder containing research notes and diagrams. Our unique flora and fauna is the byproduct of a number of as yet unidentified chemicals. These chemicals are continually present in the water, forming clouds and filling the lake. This causes a variety of mutations in plants and animals. Smaller creatures such as arachnids, insects, mollusks, amphibians, and crustaceans are the most affected. Blah 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 blah. You would have got. I appreciate it, but we simply would not. It simply would never have happened. There was too many turns.
Whose research is this?
I think it's Freya's.
It's a hatch.
But we're already in the basement.
Depends on your perspective.
Let's not go down just yet. We still haven't explored this room properly.
Super basements.
This is some seriously in-depth research.
It's impressive, but it's incomplete. There's a section missing.
Is it the page that we have? Hi, Neon!
So, this is Pointer's secret lab.
Definitely seems like he's the one using it.
I guess not a lot of people know about the secret entrance.
Right. But if Pointer's the only one who comes down here, why would he need to lock his research in a safe? Who's he hiding it from?
He's just paranoid, especially about his golden beetle.
What do you think he's trying to do exactly?
So, we said that earlier when we were up in his tower. We were like, this isn't his lab. He's got a lab somewhere else. But then when we got down here, I was like, maybe it is Freya's. Like, maybe Freya's really into bugs and she's doing all this research. And now, that's not it. It is Pointer's lab. He just suspected Freya. He's an alchemist. Well, judging by the symbols... Ah, the butterfly up there. Pointer has been trying to breed a golden beetle in his secret lab.
Pointer has been trying to breed the golden beetle in the underground laboratory.
Why? Because it's rare?
Because it's gold?
Because it's
Is
money.
that it?
I think so.
He's
I
broke.
don't think he cares about entomology any more than he cares about astronomy. He just wants to get one over on Felix. If he can breed his own gold, suddenly Poppy's inheritance is looking pretty,
Infinite. Might explain why he was so worried about losing the beetle. Maybe somebody did steal it.
Might have been Freya after all. We know she was trying to get through the secret door in the garden.
She might not have known what was down here, though. Maybe she was just curious.
Curious, sure, but not naive. I reckon she knew what was going on.
I think we're still missing the bigger picture. There's no way this is all just about a beetle.
I
We're
agree. We are missing something.
Ready to go down? Again?
Yes. Sub-basement. Lowest level. Not you repeating breeding. He breeding them bugs.
It's an old coat rack. Looks thoroughly neglected.
2 cloaks, and a green hat draped on top for good measure.
Do we think, because this used to be a Remington property, do we think the reason there's an order and the Remingtons are so obsessed with cryptids is because they made them? Like, we know the water and the soil here causes mutations, and this used to be a Remington estate, so were they making cryptids? And that's why they were so obsessed?
Do these puddles worry you?
Why?
That's lake water, but it's indoors.
I see your point.
Don't drink the lake water.
Gives off kind of a dungeon vibe.
What do people actually use chains for?
Nothing good. This room looks old. Like, old.
It makes the rest of the house seem relatively modern.
We're too late. This photograph has been stabbed.
Why? By what?
Not sure. Some kind of metal stabbing thingy.
Excellent. Show us. Aha! Metal rod! She was stabbed. Freya was stabbed from the attic using a pulley system.
So what's the photo?
It's been framed, but it's slightly damp. The photograph shows a young girl. A large man is sitting next to her. Around them are several red and white birds. Ooh. So that's Flora. Those are ink dips. Is that her dad?
Do you know who it is in the photo?
I think it's Flora and her pappy.
This man in the photo, he reminds me of something from one of our clues.
Oh, where have we seen that big man before then? Freya's drawer? No. Is he the symbolism of this big mountain? Oh, we've got a second page. No, the man isn't in that. Is he one of these models? Is he this one?
Felix made a little model of him for Flora.
Yeah, makes sense when you know who he is.
So if he was Flora's pappy, that would make him Lord Remington, right?
Lord Remington.
Remington. That makes him Flora's father, meaning the girl in the photo is...
Yeah, it's her. See the bird, too.
I never would have guessed. Times sure do change.
I don't know. I don't think she looks so different.
Ooh. So this is a Remington lab.
A single book on a little makeshift table.
This is creeping me out slightly.
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Ah. Misted of the Sea and Sky, a children's picture book. It looks very old. The Ink Dip, an elegant bird with red and white plumage. The Silver Snake, an aquatic reptile with no eyes and a long tongue. So that's what's on their family tree. The Soul Bearer, a crab with 3 differently sized claws. I also think that's on their family tree. The Amphobe, a frog-like creature that walks on 2 legs. That's Boggy. Yeah, so apparently Ink Dip is a Misted. But all the pictures and paintings and the fact that everyone said they've seen it means it's real, right?
It's an empty bookcase.
Something tells me it's been empty for a long time. There's a roll of paper up there.
I'll see if I can reach it.
Let me guess. Blank.
Unroll it. The Misted Mansion, that's what it was originally called. We're missing a study.
Study. Wait.
I know what you're thinking. And no, we never went in there.
How did we miss it?
It's secret.
Music room. That's the room we're in now. It must be. It's not labeled as anything on these plans, though.
I think it already existed when this was made.
Ah, Misted Mansion. Freya wrote about the Soul Bearer. Oh, in her thingamabob. Love the X up there. It's giving X Mansion.
A bedroom.
Penny's room, I think.
This seems pretty significant.
Agreed.
Secret room, secret room, secret room. So a horizontal line marks where the lake was before. The second line marks where it is now. Yeah, so it went up. The mansion's been built on top of a large structure supported by pillars. Freya's current room is listed as storage, and there is a room labelled study in the centre. Is there anything else to mess with down here? Let's go look at her notes before we forget. Where are her notes? The Soul Bearer works, impressive little thing. I have 2 now and I need 2 more. It looks like this, doesn't it? Okay, what else is it to click on?
Old cardboard box.
How exciting.
No, but they're also down and empty.
Okay.
This room looks old. Like,
It
old.
makes the rest of the house.
This room looks like...
It makes the rest of the house. A single book on
This is...
Why?
I think it's a children's book.
Yeah, we did this. I was trying to click on the candle. Anything else?
This room looks like...
It makes the rest of the house. Basements don't normally have windows.
We're at the bottom of the lake. It must be.
Right. But if that's the lake bed, why does it look like that?
Like what?
White, smooth, no plants, no anything. That's not what a lake looks like.
It's not a lake?
Where are we?
Did you notice how much light this room has? For a room with one candle?
It's all coming through the window.
I'm pretty sure lakes are supposed to be darker at the bottom, not lighter.
They are.
Why is there a room down here anyway? And why is it so much older than the rest of Tangle Tower?
We still don't really know why people came to live here in the first place.
Maybe they just wanted to get rich, like Pointer with his beetles.
Cryptid
I feel
research.
like the Remingtons came here for the lake, for what was in it.
Boggy!
Empty, though. More
Mwah.
empty than a normal lake would be.
It is now, yeah. Maybe we're too late.
Wait, actually, so if Boggy was in that bog and that's where Richard Remington went, maybe this lake had the sea serpent creature. And that's why they came here.
Let's head back up to the Grand Hall. I want to find that last room.
The Grand Hall. It's behind this, isn't it?
Wow, it's dark all of a sudden.
How long were we down there?
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
Hang on. It's pitch black, but I think there's a switch.
Pull it! Let's
A
go!
Wanna go up?
Tangle Tower. The Hidden Heart. Ooh, sea serpent!
Dragon?
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one.
And the crab!
Is that a crab?
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can actually see its insides.
Also, crabs normally have
The
two
soul
claws,
bearer
right?
crab.
Not three? Good.
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
The limbs of the creature can be rotated and the claws can be opened or closed. Oh. Whee! Where's
This crab really reminds me
That
of...
little wooden toy.
That's
we
what I was
found?
about to
Yeah,
say.
but I don't think that's going to... I think I've seen it more recently.
I think I've seen it more recently. Book, book, book. So in this, maybe it's this. So its two upper claws are open. And they're pointing over there. They're pointing to the right. And then its third one is shut. So maybe it's this one?
Is that a crab?
It's got a...
Also, crab.
I think it was closed. Wasn't it pointing kind of upwards?
I guess that's wrong.
I don't think we need to guess.
What do you mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file.
Yes, the children's book. That's what I'm trying to make it look like. I know the answer, I just can't do it. Game, help me out here.
Nope.
Wasn't this crab in that book we found?
The children's book?
Oh my god. The right shoulder is at a right angle. So grab that. No, give me this. Like that.
Nope.
Wasn't this crab in that book we
The
found?
children's book?
What if I screamed? Also the tiny arm. Tiny arm needs to go upwards, right?
Perfect.
Sweet Lord. Sweet Jesus.
What's this?
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
Pew pew pew! We know what to do with you. You attached to some other things we've got. You attached to this thingy.
What is it?
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are the other parts?
Found them.
We found them already.
And the rods. We've done it! We've built it! This is the murder weapon.
What do you make of it?
Or maybe not murder weapon.
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon. But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
Yeah, because why was she on the floor? Why were they both on the floor?
You know, in any normal room, this thing would be my main concern. In here, though, it barely makes the top 3. Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
Oh, Remington! A photograph in a sturdy wooden frame. It's dusty and looks several years old. A brass plaque at the base of the frame reads, "The Ambassadors of Misted Mansion." So 2 women, 3 men. So, we know that guy in the back is Thingamabob. Flora's husband. Useless, himbo, that one. We've got Richard down the front. That person on the left, I'm going to say is Primrose, is Poppy's mom. And that's why Poppy doesn't want to be blonde and wear pink anymore, because she looked like her mom and it made her sad. I think the dude in the middle is Flora's dad. And the one down the front looks like Diva. What's her name? Penny. So I'm going to say that was Penny's mom. That's my guesses.
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
It's a wooden pinboard, hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
Ooh, a large central sheet of paper, pinned 4 lines drawn from a gap in the centre. Well, that looks like our detective.
Centipede? Millipede? How many legs has it got?
Too many.
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different.
Primrose.
And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix.
Yeah, that's
But
what I
now that
thought.
look at it, I don't think it is him.
Ah.
Some kind of fish and a bird skull, I guess?
If that's a bird skull, we're talking about a 15-foot bird here.
Well, how about we stop talking about it? Coffee table, half-empty wine bottle, lamp left on. I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
Ooh. 5th ambassador located, finally. Can't say I harboured any optimism, but still somehow disappointed. No better than the rest of them. Took my misted friend into the music room for experiments. It works, perhaps too well. The laboratory was another disappointment. And all that effort for what? He's even more short-sighted than I could have guessed. Went to the bottom, nice view. It's been mostly cleaned out, but I have what I need. She got in, she was careful, nothing was moved. But I know, it's time. The 5th ambassador!
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes, but yeah, there's something.
Not much more than a pile of dust and ash. Among the ashes are several black buttons. Red-coloured scraps of fabric are still visible. And the feather.
Someone's been using this room. I don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion, but nowadays it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
I think that is this, because of the lines coming off it. And then, what's been ripped from over here? It looks like the drawing of the detective. Hawkshaw. That was her name. I was going to call her Lady Hawk.
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them. It was somebody else. Someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure. I still don't know what's really going on.
Tangle Tower. Meh. The murder.
Time to solve this.
Wait, let me click on more
An
things
axe
first.
and some kind of hunting rifle mounted on the wall.
Honestly, doesn't look like they've been moved in a few years.
I'm more worried about the third one.
The third one?
The one that isn't there.
Crossbow.
Watch out. Floor's wet.
Thanks.
Do those look like scratch marks to you? On the glass?
Yeah, they're on the inside.
Something lives in the lake.
Those aren't bird cages.
Some of them are disconcertingly large.
At least they're all empty.
You sure that's a good thing?
Hooks. Big hooks.
What's this?
Something somebody
Ah, we already
didn't
picked
want
this
us
up,
to
never
find.
mind. I was just clicking around.
All right. Break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
Mm-hmm. It was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
I think it's got to... They said there was no hole in the painting, right? So it's got to have come from above.
It was fired from above Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there. The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Yes, something made her lie down.
Right.
Unless... Freya was already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
I think so too. She'd fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
Oh, there was something in the gramophone?
There was something in the gramophone.
Mm-hmm. Something small.
What was in the gramophone that caused it to crack? No. What was inside the gramophone?
That's not it.
No. What's inside it?
This? That's not it.
Oh my
Interesting
god!
research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened. Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of the murder.
There was a
Neither of
beetle
them
inside
had
the gramophone.
Any idea what it was.
This seems a little far-fetched. Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so, not by itself. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone. Now, I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The horn it's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the noise, although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
What was affected by the powerful frequency? The gramophone was.
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself, they all sustained similar damage while they were in that room.
That's some seriously powerful vibration, enough to crack metal, enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
They had earmuffs on.
They protected themselves.
How?
Earmuffs!
These are some pretty heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start. 1. Freya is painting Flora's portrait. They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah. What triggered it? At that particular moment. Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
I'm not sure. Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it. There's something bothering me.
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
Is the blood in the paint pot?
The answer is in the painting. I'm sure of it.
There's her little plants that she likes. Sally, what at this crime scene do you want us to look at? Is it the
plant?
Plants?
It's in the book.
What?
Look.
That's what the bird eats. That's what the ink dip eats. Yum 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 yum. So what caused the beetle to feel threatened? I feel like that's a good question.
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink dip feather?
It was here. In this room. Where'd it go?
I think we found it in the incinerator.
We found it somewhere else.
I think that's it.
We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene. And ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
Someone wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how? How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access? The final clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here.
It's in the unfinished painting?
It's in the unfinished painting. It's not quite a photo, but still, it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder. If only she'd finished it.
There are
Then
two
I could be
plants.
Totally sure.
It's true she never finished it. But she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas.
We know more about the painting than what she finished. How did Freya show us her intentions for the painting? With her brush and palette.
Freya prepared all the colors she was going to need before she started painting.
So, what colour is not in the painting? We can see black, white, red, orange, yellow. I think we can see all of them. The brown and grey we can see. Let's have a look at what our options are. About yellow. Because that over there looks like the colour of the background. Or are we just talking about the blood? Is it just asking us about the blood right now? This sketch. I'm lost. I don't know what they're asking right now.
What
are they asking?
To paint
I feel like I forgot the question. What are you asking me?
By the ink dip bird. Nope.
What are you asking? Repeat the question. Do that. What? Camilla, that's not helpful. Something was going to be used to paint. Is it yellow was going to be used to paint these plants?
The yellow paint
there we go.
was going to be used to paint the sketch of something.
It made sense, but then I was like, I don't remember what they're asking me to do.
Oh.
What was in the window? Something yellow that's in the window of Flora's tower. The gold egg?
That's not it.
No. A bird, a golden beetle,
That's not it.
some feathers,
That's not it.
a gramophone.
That's not it.
What's yellow and sits in her window?
That's not it.
There's a yellow bird here. It's a yellow bird. Oh, that wasn't a plant at all. It was a bird.
There she is, our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
She did, but she's a very good listener.
Hey, girl.
Well now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
It's a disguise, isn't it? Watcha! You, the 5th ambassador?
Penny, why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
Let's tie her hands. Using... Shit. We've not got anything to tie her hands with. There's rope on this.
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
Justice for Freya.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to you?
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy, the volition to create something from nothing, the willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free. Everything I couldn't be.
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed. Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer? I suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy, not one.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father, too. The other 2 Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that, I wanted to know if I belonged with them. I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do, at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
What did you find first?
The aviary.
Wait, I'm confused.
Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya
Oh, okay,
is
no,
now.
she already had found the
Found
aviary.
what?
The study?
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night. Deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For hours on end. The paint would peel. Wallpaper
Incinerators
wouldn't
back
stay
there.
up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then, I looked inside. Let's see how thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
Mistids? Sure, yeah.
You're more observant than I thought.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
It's a collective term from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mistids. Like cryptids? Like Bigfoot or whatever.
A little egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel. The main difference being mistids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret. Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones.
I think it was the photograph.
The 5 missing family members standing together as a single unit, calling themselves the ambassadors of a misted mansion.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly so. The age of misted mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era, denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts, the creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
And? What happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose. But they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped mistids. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5 completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up. But instead, I made a decision. There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
Golden Beetle.
So, where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure,
Hey, baby.
but I theorize that he received it in the post.
In the post? From who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower. But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person, all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea.
Silly
She arrived
man.
the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though? Why go through all that? The name, the costume, and everything?
It's somewhat sad to admit, but I had little use left for Penny Pointer as she was. Hawkshaw afforded me new advantages, opportunities.
But didn't you have to pretend to be working for Professor Pointer?
Well, that was one of the advantages. Pointer was in such a desperate state, he was finally willing to share some of his secrets. On the second day, Hawkshaw explained she needed to be able to search the secret laboratory. Pointer gave in and gave me the code for the harp statue. Reluctantly, but still.
So, you stole Pointer's research?
I would have done, if I'd found anything worth stealing. But he had made remarkably little progress, barely scratching the surface of the beetle's true mystery.
Which is?
It carries an exoskeleton approximately 90% identical to gold. But it's not the 90% I'm interested in. Did you ever question what exactly makes the water here so unique? Before Misted Mansion was built over the lake, before the lake was even a lake, Lord Remington and his wife built a small structure here, a research station, supposedly. Fast forward 2 or 3 generations, and as you saw for yourself, it's been mostly cleared out.
The ambassadors took everything when they left.
And everything they didn't take was burned in the incinerator. However, possessing additional insight, I found something the others had missed. It's not much, but I have what I need.
So, why isn't this the end of the story? Why did you stay? Why did you kill Freya?
Woo! The will of Freya Fellow. Why has it taken me to this screen? Do I not need to re-engage?
Simply put, Freya was too good for me. It's my fault. I pushed her over the edge, unknowingly, but still, I take the blame.
What are you talking about?
Did you know I based the design for Hawkshaw on something Freya painted?
Yes, I think you did. I think it was this.
That's right. I had assumed it was purely abstract. I just thought it had a good energy. I later discovered it was a figure of some kind, something from Freya's recurring nightmare. For all her vitality, I think Freya was probably the most troubled of all of us. She was desperate to leave Tangle Tower, but she couldn't just walk away. For quite some time, she'd been trying to break into Pointer's laboratory. Freya and her friends were halfway through deciphering those symbols on the harp statue, I believe.
Why did she care about getting into Pointer's lab?
That's exactly what I wondered. At first, I thought perhaps she just wanted to free the Beetles. She has a fondness for them. What Pointer was doing upset her significantly. But in fact, I think it was something else. I think she wanted to free Fiona. The real reason Freya was unable to leave Tangle Tower is that she could not get Fiona to agree to come with her. We're now firmly in the realm of speculation, but I think Freya felt that exposing the darker secrets of Tangle Tower, not just to the rest of the family, but to the world, would compromise all three families, and perhaps, somehow, free Fiona from the shackles of her inheritance. That was her plan anyway, but something happened before Freya could find her way into Pointer's laboratory.
She found her way into your study, found your notes, found that photograph. I'm willing to bet she put it all together quicker than we did.
So she worked out what had happened to the 5 ambassadors. Specifically, what you'd done to them when they refused to help you.
Freya had made a promise to paint Flora as a birthday gift, a parting gift no less. She'd be in a locked room, several hours away from her friends. It was my best chance.
But why hide in the attic? And why bother with the Beetle at all?
The Beetle in the gramophone wasn't for Freya. It was for Flora. She didn't deserve to be involved. She suffered enough. I couldn't get Flora out of the room, but if she could be unconscious, then she wouldn't have to witness anything.
Why the knife? The illusion of the painted knife with the blood.
That was for Fiona. And Poppy too, I suppose. Gave them something to focus on.
You mean it distracted them while you made your escape?
It helped them cope. The very idea of something abstract, something supernatural. I believe it made things marginally less painful for them, initially. Worked on you, too.
So why are you still here? Why not take your first chance and leave?
Well, I've been waiting for an opportunity to get my Beetle back. I'd really rather not leave without it.
Wait, it's still here?
It's still inside the gramophone.
Well,
what's going on?
She trained her bloody birds to upset the Beetle.
Poppy, they are both awake.
I can see.
You two all right?
My head hurts. What happened to us?
You were both unconscious. 14 minutes by my count.
Really?
You're both fine. No injuries.
Was it the Beetle? In the gramophone? I heard it through the ceiling in my room.
The exact same sound we heard before the murder.
I guess it must have been.
So how did we get down here? What happened to Penny?
Fitz saved both of you, obviously.
When I reached Flora's tower, you were both unconscious, and Penny was crouched down beside you. She had her crossbow on her, but who knows? She may have just been checking you were both asleep.
Did you know that she was the murderer?
Poppy and Fifi suspected her. Apparently, they were pretty close to solving it themselves.
Fitz did not want to believe us, because he liked Penny. A lot.
But what happened? Fitz, what did she do when she saw you?
She jumped out the window.
What? Did she survive?
She did.
I heard something land in the garden outside my room, but by the time I got out there to check, she was already gone.
Hang on. Poppy, why do you have Penny's hat bird?
She left him behind. I found him sitting on the floor in the aviary, all by himself.
Poor birds.
Poor little thing. The mean lady didn't care about you at all, did she? No, she didn't.
I apologize. Poppy seems to be under the illusion that the bird can understand human language.
So, Penny got away.
I'm afraid she did.
We had suspected she might try to escape. I was stationed here by the lake's edge. I proved to be an ineffective guard. She took the boat.
Did she take the Beetle with her?
Nope.
How do you know?
Because it's right here.
It was still in the gramophone. I guess I scared her off before she had a chance to take it.
Poppy, what are you going to do with it? Are you going to give it back to your father?
No, I'm not. It doesn't belong to anyone. So, I'm going to put it on the ground and never bother it again.
She's real for
that's what
that.
she would have wanted.
Ah, look at the beetle go! Oh, that was brilliant. Oh, bye, Mono. Yeah, that was great. That was very different, very interesting, and now I can see why you aren't supposed to like Penelope and why the kind of vibe you get from her is just that she's lonely and different from everyone else. It's because she is, because that's one of her personas. Wow, I want to be in a game like this. Like as a fictional character or as a voice? Co-founded by the EU. Is there an after-credit scene? Because we know they're working on another one. Look at the little beetle go! Go, little buddy, go! Whee! Go on, give us a little peek of the next game. Go on, go on, go on, go on. No! Oh, but we've got an art gallery open now. We did it! Ooh, we can look at art of the characters. Sally! Yeah, so in the previous game, she had her hair down in a long plait. It made for a cluttered silhouette, so we changed it to bunches! Ooh. Love this. Love that he used to have hair. Ooh, let's look at the lowest level. Oh, hell yeah! Hell yeah, Catherine, you really popped off. This is so cute with the little baby birds. Not a frogman. Badger deer. It's a badger combined with a deer. The badger deer. Snake thing. Wow. Catherine really popped the fuck off. Ooh, I love her. Look at the various little hats they did for her. Ah, Freya's so cute. Oh, look! I based her initial sketches off of bohemian art students I used to see when I was studying art. Ah, that's so cute! I want to see the other designs for Poppy. Oh, love the hair. Adam, you ate with the hair. Oh, look at them with the skirts! The hair as a curtain thing works really well. Oh, that's so cool. Let's have a look at Penny because she really does serve. Love everything going on with Penny. So cute! Oh, okay. Oh, the crop top? The crop top? They took the crop top away from us for good reason. Fitz should be super handsome and cool, but in an accidental way. Oh, the crop top. Fitz was described to me as someone who was accidentally good looking. I started to think about those poster boys from boy bands in the 90s. So that's why I tried out curtain hair. Oh. Yeah, they pulled back from. They were like, he's too sexy. He's too. The crop top would have players barking. Her wings were fake. Yes, those were fake. Yeah, Fruits made this game. We can tell. Who have we not looked at? Detective Grimoire. Look at him. Aww. He's so cute. Look at his silly hair. Okay. Fifi. Love Fifi. Oh, so originally Fifi was someone you'd only see sitting down and that's why she's so short. Love everything. Look at this. Love everything she's got going on. Wow. She's so cute! Yeah, I don't know. I agree. I wonder why the art style shifted. I like both, though. I mean, this one is, like, comic book-y. Professor Pointer. This is kind of iconic. His hair is so egregious. Oh, that's the... I imagine someone who looked like he might lecture at a British university, so a lot of tweed. I even tried hair that looked like a book resting upon his head. I said it looked like a roof of a house. I can see, though, it's meant to be a book. I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Man... It's all so delicious. It's all so good. What's in the music player? Oh! Oh! Look at all the music! Oh, that's beautiful. That's cool as hell. I've had a great time with this game, and I can't wait for when they do manage to get the next installment out. And I will do what I can to get the 2007 Flash game prequel working. I love you, you're doing great. Go and kiss your cats, okay? Bye, love you, bye. 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 Mwah, mwah, mwah.